Good day, everyone. Today is June 2nd, 2013. My name is Deepa Flamodi Sakan, your moderator, and this is Liberia Destiny Debaters.org, the place for stable public political discourses in its totality. Our guest is the Honorable Moriais T. Waylee, Representative, Grand Judah County, District Number 2 in the lower house. Honorable, thank you for accepting our invitation. Your opening statement, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me on this conference. I'm glad to speak to you people tonight. Basically, I would like to talk on the prolonged detention of my kinsman that was allegedly charged with cross-border attack according to the government of Liberia. But while it is true we are in total disagreement with those who committed our act, or we condemn the act of atrocity that was committed in the Ivory Coast, we also want to be clear that if people are arrested and charged for whatever crime they are arrested for and charged, they must be brought to court for due process of law. But it is not in the case of my kinsmen, especially those that I'm representing as a direct representative. Those people were arrested, about 21 of them were arrested since 10 to 15 months ago, and they're still lingering behind bars. They are yet to go to court. And so I am calling on the government, if they don't have evidence against those detainees, they should immediately release them, because it is a gross violation of human rights. Honor our Lord. If you even kill, you say, yes, I kill. You must go to court to be heard. You must be given due process of law. In our country, if you even admit to say, yes, I killed, they didn't just tell you, say, okay. Say you admit a killing, then you just go to jail time indefinitely without hearing your side of the story as to what causes you to kill. And so we want to appeal to the national community that our government should give these guys due process. Whether they did it or not, we are not asking for them to be released, but we are asking for due process. We are asking the government, since they say these guys, they did the act or they did some criminal act in Ivory Coast, cross-border attack, rape, murder, theft of property as the charges level against them. We are not disputing that. But we are clearly seeing that if you charge somebody, send that person to court. It is the court will determine that that person is guilty, and it is the court to sentence the person to jail for whatever time or whatever the law requires. But you cannot just grab the person and say this person did a thing, and then you just keep the person in jail without due process. We have written, my colleague, Honorable Ellis Grant, and myself have written the Minister of Justice, and she replied us that it is true that these guys are supposed to go to court, but they are still trying to gather evidence. Why will you detain somebody to gather evidence? Do you want to manufacture evidence? Or say you want to manufacture evidence? That is the only way you keep people in jail without carrying them to court. But if you know you got evidence, some 10 to 15 months ago, you have not got the evidence to keep people in jail? We say no. It is not correct. We strongly asking the international community to please let due process be on course. Let the Constitution be respected. Let the people of Liberia respect the Constitution, especially the government. Because you will now have the Constitution say that people must go to 3 terms of court. People are now, they are not going to court. And under our law, 18.1, 18.2 have to release the people. Because if you charge somebody within 3 terms of court, a person don't go to court, it means that you don't have evidence. The court can do it on their own. They release the people or acquit the people from jail, or they can't enter them, non-prosecute the defendant. So we've been asking the justice minister if they don't have case on these guys, let the guy go. Let him go even.
Yes, Honorable, when I know we have a lot of people on the line, so what I would like for you to do is for you to give us a little background about yourself. Then we will go to questions and answer. Where people will be asking you questions, and we got text messages coming on too. People will ask, then you can just touch those areas that the people will be asking you if you don't mind for us to do that, sir. So please tell us a little bit background about yourself, educationally, and how you got to this position. Yes, go ahead, sir.
I think I'm a college dropout. I am an apprentice lawyer, practiced for almost 10 years in the legal field. I also serve as city mayor of Zwedru City. I worked for the National Police for a couple of years. I worked as criminal investigator or detective for some years. And before coming to this position, I practiced law for 10 years.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you joining us, this is Liberia Destiny Debaters. Joining us from Liberia is the Honorable House of Representative from Grand Juda County, whereas T. Waylee. He's taking our questions on his concern about the prolonged detention of his fellow men from Grand Juda County by this government led by Madam Eddie Johnson-Sully. So we're going to take our first question. Our first question will come from Harrison Due. Harrison, please tell where you calling from.
I'm calling from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Harris Due, and I know it will sound so good to the Honorable Representative, because he serves my county. Honorable Moriais Waylee, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Due.
Yeah, thank you very much for the brief explanation that you have given us online today. And my question that put me is, when you talk about the government of the Republic of Liberia, and with respect to your position now, who are you basically talking about?
Well, I'm talking about the Ellen Johnson-Sully-led government. The fact that I am part of the government, but equally so I'm representing people. I was duly elected by my people. And these people, they elected me as a representative within the government. And so if I say the government, it doesn't mean I am not excluded. But the person that is leading the government, who had all over responsibility because she's doing her appointment, she appointed a minister of justice, she appointed whoever is working in the government, except for we that are working in the house, even down to the judiciary, she nominated people. So if I say government, I'm talking about Ellen Johnson-Sully, Her Excellency Ellen Johnson-Sully government. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. You have a follow-up, or you want to make a recommendation?
Yeah, I still want to make a recommendation.
Okay, go ahead and do that. We have a lot of people on the line. Let's get rolling.
Okay. Now, being part of this government, I think the government has like 3 branches, so I will really want you to continue your solicitation to your fellow men, and we will still be in contact with you so that we can get this process going, as the legal aspect is if you don't charge those people, you got to release them. So we please want to ask on you to let the government know that those people have overstayed. That means the government have not found anything against them, and they should not keep them in prison. Thank you very much.
Sincerely. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Joyce Stewart, and then we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from the quarter. Go to quarter 9742. Your name and where you calling from? Quarter 9742. Your last number. We only call the last digits of your number.
Oh, 9742. My name is Danny. I'm calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I want to thank the Honorable very much for his remark. Sometimes some of these things happening in our country, we are unaware of the details that's happening. But it's spectacular that the leadership of our country will take us, thus far. That's the comment I want to make. We continue to repeat those same things that led us to the problems that we went through, and people continue to repeat it. And it's illegal, to detain people 72 hours without trial and keep them for 15 months. You don't try them. And I think that the civil society should be mobilized to tell Mrs. Salih that, to abide by the due process of law. The international community is present in Liberia, and they should abide by that. I mean, we need to take some legal steps. Go to the court and file HIPAA caucus to release those people. If you don't have evidence, you cannot keep people in detention without evidence. And you keep them for 15 months, you don't try them, what happened to their life? I think we need to try to bring the government of Liberia to book some time so they can compensate for somebody's wrongdoing. That's my comment. Thank you.
Thank you. That was just a comment. That was just a comment. The Honorable does not have to add to that, so we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from quarter 4159. Your name and where you calling from?
Okay, this is Granville from New York, Long Island. Now, good evening, Honorable. And my question number one is this. Why have you not gone to court to force the government to release the people if you have legal grounds? I don't understand why you're not going to court. And number two, where were these people arrested? On the battlefield or in their homes? Where were they really arrested? Because that would make a difference. So, first of all, I would suggest that you go to the court of law, where the court can force the release of these people based on the constitutional right. So I just don't why you're appealing to the international community and all these people. I don't think we have fully exhausted what the remedy that is available to you.
Okay. Okay, your first question is why I didn't go to court.
Right.
I know that under our law, after 72 hours or more, if the person is not charged, then of course you will have to leave the person and you continue to keep that person in jail, meaning that we can issue the writ of habeas corpus. Right. But it is not in this case. The only thing we can issue is McDermott. Either we issue McDermott, but the fact that they are indicted the people. According to that, they indicted the people. I saw the indictment today when we had a meeting. But the indictment, the Justice Minister let the indictment expire and responded to our letter that she gathering evidence. Then if you are gathering evidence, then how do you prepare the indictment?
Why you don't go to court? I honestly want to explain it. I think why you don't go to court?
How do I go to court? They have the people in jail. We are asking them to take the people to court. We are not saying that they should release them. We are asking the Justice Minister to take the people to court. They are all indicted.
The constitutional rights are being violated based on Liberal Constitution.
Shana, let's do one at a time, please. Let the Honorable land, please. Shana, let the Honorable get his thoughts across. Then we'll come to you, Shana. Go ahead, sir.
Why you saying why I didn't go to court? I don't have to go to court. The people have the indictment. It is their prerogative. They have taken those people to court, and they don't want to take them to court. What will be the next option? If the people were not charged, then we can issue habeas corpus. But the people are indicted. Once they are indicted, they're supposed to take them to court. Why should they keep them in jail? Now the letter is telling us, telling us that They are gathering evidence. Then what they have. Then your second question was where these people were arrested. It's interesting to know where they were arrested, whether they were arrested at the front or the people were arrested based on information according to them, because the people were not arrested from the front. The people were arrested. Some were arrested in Monrovia. Some were arrested in Zedru. Some were arrested in some villages. They were not arrested in the front. And so, if you say you are gathering evidence, I don't know which way or how you are going to gather your evidence, except you want to manufacture evidence. This is the point. These guys were never arrested at the front. They were arrested in Monrovia, they were arrested in Zedru, and some other places. So that answer your question?
Yeah, but I'm still not clear on the reason why you can't go and file some complaint before a judge to force the government to move on the case. I just maybe liberal law kind of different. I don't understand. I'm not a lawyer, but to me, that's
okay. I agree with you. You're not a lawyer. That's why I'm telling you. I've been practicing. I am saying that you can issue habeas corpus, which is the highest rate to bring people to court, when they were not indicted. But now that they are indicted, you cannot issue habeas corpus.
Okay.
So it is the prerequisite of those people who indicted those people to take them to court for due process. This is the point.
All right.
Colonel, is that enough for you?
Yeah. No, I can't be there no more.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Yeah, if you don't understand, you can take over.
That's Honorable. We're going to take the next one. The next one will come from quarter 2879. Your name and where you calling from?
All right. This is Julius K. Bandu calling from Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. How are you doing, my dear brother? I'm a Grandidian, and I'm from Bison District, and I also spoke on this issue yesterday. Everything that you said, you are in line with the law. You are observing the due process of the law. But again, It is unfortunate. It is so sad for you to have a government who will not observe the due process of law. You have a president in that country who came to pay debt. Helen strongly believe in retributive justice. And I'm saying this to all 1 million Liberians. Helen continued to harm the Grandidians. She did it to Chadu. Chadu was slowly pressing for the sea jail. Chadu died. Helen came again as another child stealer for our people. We will not sit here to have a woman who is a warlord, who supported the chaos, the destruction of our country financially, to come and have our brothers and sisters in jail for no good reason. If a government will arrest people, it simply means that he or she should have all proof, all evidence, beyond all reasonable doubt, to go through the due process. So what we are saying here, government, I strongly believe, and I was praying for Alfonso Gay to come on now, because he is the jail senator for Grandidia County, and he's a member of the ruling party, Unity Party. Those are things that we are saying. We see Helen as another chaos, as another child stealer. If Helen will not go through the due process to not release our people, we will take a stand to release our people. I'm very sure about this. She has no evidence, she has no proof to arrest people that will fall in jail. Those children have fought for the liberation of our people. They have fought for the liberation of Liberia. I strongly believe the government of the Republic of Liberia has no proof. Helen wouldn't want to pay there. She wants to eat my people, and this is what she's doing. So as a lawmaker, I want you to galvanize yourself to put up to government. I really want to talk to Alfonso Gay, and I'm going to call him to tell him, because he's a member of the ruling party. Our brothers should be released. They should be released. And we are serious about that. We're going to send a delegation of Grandidians in the United States. Our government right now, we just have our leadership meeting area. We are galvanizing resources to go to Liberia, to send a delegation, to send a cabinet. We want peace in Liberia. Now we're not off for war. Let us leave our people alone so people can see how they will rebuild a life that when they are destroyed. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate all that you have said. Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, brother.
That was just a comment. Honorable, you don't have to say if you want to add to that, or we can take the next one.
Yeah, you can take the next one.
Okay, let's go to quarter 2318. Your name and where you calling from? Quarter 2318. Are you there, caller? 95223. Okay, that's caller just left the line. I guess he's going to reload his phone. Let's go to caller 0154. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. This is William Dine.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Honorable, for your very good defending of your people. But what I'm looking at here is you are fighting there by yourself based upon your experience in criminal justice and in law. I would suggest that you enlist the Grand Legislative Caucus who will speak with one voice to make a case very strong. But you are taken it by it's a one-man show now because you are from your district and your emotion is running hard. And I will also say that you enlist the service of a professional lawyer who will pick up the case because this case is almost a capital case and you are looking at fight. You are part of the system and you cannot fight yourself. So you are fighting yourself right now. They for sure that we face from the outside. That way you are feeling from the inside. So you know how people feel about Liberian government or Liberian law judicial system. They live and suffer, and you in the law area you suffer right now. My question is, as a legal person and who knows much about criminal justice, don't you think that bringing in the whole grand jury lawmaker to make a good team to pressure the government will be the best to go instead of you alone fighting the case by yourself? It seems that you're fighting for yourself. You think it will be the best way to bring everybody in or to get a lawyer who will defend them in case they go to court or they can stop them from going to court? Because the lady has said that, or the justice minister has said that they are investigating, trying to collect evidence. In the meantime, they are indicted them. So it means that you gave a verdict before you even just want to court. How it looks to me. So it doesn't sound right when they are playing such a game. So those are two questions. You need your lawmaker to help you out or get a lawyer to fight a case instead of you going about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brother Dan. It's a good question. Like before I just talked to you, I just left the meeting, none less than an hour. I just left Grand Jury meeting. We are not doing it alone. My colleague, especially Alex Graham, myself, including even our senator. In fact, before we started this fight, we met the president on 2 occasions. Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we met her 2 times, and we talked to her about it. We said, look, Madam President, what really happened, nobody will allow people to commit atrocity and you back those people. We would never do that, especially we are Grandidians. We believe in the rule of law, and we must live by law. Because today, if I do it to somebody, the law doesn't got me. I don't expect when the law comes to me, I say, no, law man, I hold me. Tomorrow, somebody must do it to me now. I say, let the law come say, court. No. So we must respect law. We went to her on 2 occasions, if not 3, 2 times we met her. And for the first time we told her, she said, look, my son, I'm not interested in the caucus went there. He said, I'm not interested in people, people being in jail for a long time. I'm going to tell those people so that the people can get their due process. So they will carry them to court if they have reason to keep them, then let the court tell us that these people are guilty. If they're not guilty, so they will leave. We say, okay, after 2-3 months again, we met her. We explained to her again. She said, yeah, in fact, tonight we're going to have joint security meeting. And as soon as we get to the meeting, I will ask the justice minister to go ahead and prosecute the people if they have reason to hold them. But y'all say, I know this thing here, that international community involved. We say, yeah, that's true. We ourselves will not be interested. People who help us, then our people go and kill them for nothing. But out of the 21 or 20-some odd person they have, some people may have not been a doer. And if they are not, why should they suffer? It's not fair. It's not fair. So she said she reasoned and told us she promised us. But for that time she promised us, it's over 2-3 months again. We can't get anything. So my colleague and myself have decided to write a justice minister, maybe reminding her of it. Now she is telling us that they are gathering evidence. So you don't have evidence, you arrest the people, you don't catch the people at the front. You got information and we arrested those people. Now you are telling me you're gathering evidence to bring up. You don't think that something you clip to my mind that you want to manufacture or evidence? It's possible. It's easy. So, what you are saying, the caucus is, I am not fighting alone. I'm fighting alone with my colleagues, and I'm fighting alone with all of the people of Grand Gila County. In fact, not even Grand Gila County alone. Some that was already a few days, people call. Just the same way you're calling on, asking me questions. People call and commanded me for that, and they said that, look, you cannot say by your friend, your friend's house is burning, and you don't go there, you start laughing. Tomorrow when your house start burning, people will not come to your rescue. So it's the same thing with me now. I am not saying that these guys should be free, but I am asking the government, or we are asking the government, for those people to have due process of law. Point.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you just joining us, this is Labira Destiny Debaters. For the first time, you want to be a part of this program. To make a comment or ask questions, please dial *61 on your phone. That's the only way we can recognize you. You have a question, you have a couple of questions, or you want to make a comment. Joining us from Liberia is the Honorable House of Representative for Grand Gila County, Moriais C. Waylee. We are discussing the plight of Liberians from Grand Gila in jail, languishing in jail by this government led by Africa's first female president, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. So we're going to take the next question. Our next question will come from caller. Do you have a comment and recommendation to make, or we should take the next one? The last one.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. Thank you.
Okay, then we're going to take the next one. Honorable, we'll take the next one. The next one will come from caller 0196. Your name and where you called it from?
Eric Kennedy, calling from Pennsylvania.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I listened to the representative of Grand today, and I'm emotionally attached to what he said about the government holding Liberian citizens in detention for a protracted period of time without due process. I don't care whether they're from Grand or where they come from, but the fact that they're Liberians, and it is wrong. It is wrong for this government that professes to be democratic to be holding its own citizens in jail for that long period of time without any due process of law. That is wrong, and it is undemocratic, and all of us should condemn that undemocratic nature of that government. Having said that, besides the condemnation, I like to suggest to the honorable gentleman.
Yeah.
Let you guys in Monrovia exhaust every legal process. By that I mean, by this time, you guys should make sure that case that the government is taken to the Supreme Court, and let the Supreme Court compel the government to either prosecute these people or get out of jail. So yeah, we can condemn. But we have to exhaust the legal process, and part of that legal process is to compare the government. I think I rig of McDonald's or whatever they call it. Those guys are lawyers.
Yeah.
So go to the Supreme Court, issue a rig of McDonald's government to either produce to either release the people if they got no evidence, or let them bring evidence against them. Having said that, my final comment is that when I listen to you, everything you said boiled down based on what all of us are becoming about our system and government. There's no chance about us. Imagine a justice minister telling legislators that, only the people we're gathering evidence. The legislator must open the justice minister release the people. The legislator must be able to exercise authority. The executive branch of government cannot exercise authority over the Liberian people, and the legislature say that and allow justice minister to tell lawmakers that the people go gathering evidence. They say in America that justice minister will be in trouble. So why you guys just say that and allow the justice minister inform you honorable people that the holding the president in jail without due process because of gathering evidence? That justice minister should be in trouble with the legislature. And but let's say it's so weak. That's why these people behaving like that. Let's say it's so weak. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak on this matter.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Honorable. That was just a comment. So we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from caller. The name of where you calling from?
Alexander Walker. I'm calling from Minnesota. Honorable, I would like to extend my thanks and appreciation for you coming on this show. And I sympathize with you, and I must say that I admire you with the rate of which you are fighting on behalf of the people you represent. I wish every other representative and senator will do the same for the people they represent. It is unfortunate that Liberians are being held in prison and without given due process over 72 hours. But I want to play a double advocate here. I know currently the Liberian law does not have anything to address act committed, in connection with terrorism. In the U.S. where we are right now, everyone else who calling here, we are aware of people being held in Guantanamo Bay for years without any due process because of the nature of their case. Maybe that might be the case with the Liberian government. Since they don't have anything on the book to address terrorism, that's another way of maybe trying to delay and figure a way to go forward with the case. But either way, I still think our people need due process. Now, what I would like to suggest to the honorable man is that we are aware that the Liberian government has lost cases. We are aware that the Liberian government has lost cases at the Supreme Court. So it's not that the Supreme Court is under the executive. So as many other callers have said, do what you need to do to move forward to the Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court does not satisfy you, you can take a case to the ECOWAS court. If you can remember, the Liberian government just lost a case against a Nigerian guy who was caught at the airport with $500,000. They lost the case at the ECOWAS court. So we got processes in place that we can go after. And to my angry brother that were coming out in the line of threats, I would just like to say I'm very sorry if you feel that way, but let every Liberian know that none of us will sit like how we sat before and allow one group of people to go and destabilize Liberia. Before you start to destabilize Liberia, we will attack you from here, from the U.S., so you will not have that opportunity. The honorable man is doing the best he can, and we all pray with him, and we all hope that in any way, any one of us can help by talking to relatives that were in government to see how best people can be released or given due process. But let no one make mistake and think that other Liberians will sit again and allow someone to mobilize from the U.S. or anywhere to go to Liberia and cause chaos. That will not happen. Someone will have to be dead before it happens. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, those who have joined us for the first time, there are a lot of new people on this phone. Please dial *61. *61 on your phone. That's the only way you'll be able to ask questions or make a comment. And we're going to take the next one, Honorable. The next one will come from caller, that will be caller 9923. Your name and where you calling from?
Oh, this is Levi. Yeah, my name is Levi Khan from Tucson, Arizona. And speaking to the same subject we all kind of hobbling on here, I think the Honorable had really laid down some foundation. And one of the things that I'm really hitting on here will be every legal system has time process. We have time frame to every legal process. And in my opinion, I'm not a big lawyer here. I don't really know law. I think from the Honorable speech, the timeline involved here has been expired. So we need to be a little bit aggressive towards this process, because the time frame here is 15 months is a long time. So I don't know whether the Honorable had even scheduled a real united press conference that involves different level of people to address this issue in Liberia, and then we can also do some what we call excuse me. And we can do what we call some legal process here that will go to the Supreme Court that other people suggested here. Because if I wrote the Justice Minister and he does not justify anything, that's an evidence to push forward to the Supreme Court, because the Justice Minister does not have anything that will satisfy my request, the Supreme Court. And one thing I think in law, anybody can challenge any law and go to the Supreme Court and put your process through. And I think it's about time to do this. And the brother who just spoke, who talked about Guantanamo Bay, these things kind of intertwine with international laws here. A lot of these people were captured from the front and all in the terrorist zone. In this case, like we all heard here, these people were taken from their homes in Monrovia, Ziastown, Zvedro, and stuff like that. We can unanimously compare their condition to people in Guantanamo Bay. So my thing is we need to be very aggressive in this process and make sure and show peace and justice to our people very in a very fast manner. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a comment again. We're getting a lot of comments on the issue and questions. So let's go to caller 1246. Your name and where you calling from? 1246, your last number. That's 1246. Okay, the caller wants to listen. So if you want to be a part of it, that's star 61 on your phone. That's the one away. Let's go to caller 6727. 6727. That's Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy. Yeah, I got an observation. I realized that when President Tower was overthrown, they looked for all the Congo people, even though all the Congo people did not enjoy in the Tower government. And then when Kurumba attacked Doe, all the Geo people were attacked. And then when Doe also was attacked, they looked for all the Crown people, Manigo people, even those who did not, those who work in those government, and most of the people really did not enjoy. Yeah, I feel that if one person does something wrong, should it be blamed on his whole family and tribe? And what can be done to stop this kind of system or thinking? Right now, Ellie has been looked at somehow as being not favoring the Crown people altogether. So what can be done to solve this kind of thinking in Liberia? You do something that they look at your whole family, you erase it, they look at your whole tribe, you erase it. What is going on? What can we do? This system has to stop. However, what do you suggest or recommend?
Well, like you already said that one person do something, you can't hold everybody responsible for it. And in this direction, we try to be mature in our doing, and this is why we try to pursue it. We are now holding government. The only thing we can do is for us to get one voice and for us to forget about the past. Because if you continue to think about the past, you will continue to be bringing, you will continue to bring back, old wounds. And which I don't think now people in Liberia are prepared for it. I always told people that right now, you will talk, myself talk. I talk, you talk. That's all about it. You can't take all that against me. Myself, I can't take nothing against you. But the only thing we got to do now is you talk, I talk. But people just have to forget about the past. Because I don't care. You still keep it at the back of your mind. You say you want to do anything, we will bring you to light. And we'll continue to tell the international community that this thing this person is doing, we don't think it's fair. And I believe that Liberians all know that they all tired with these things. And if they see their friend's house is burning, I guess that they will go quench the fire. So that when their own is burning tomorrow, somebody will go quench their fire. So the only thing to do is people have to forget about what Doe did to you, what Tower did, what Totmont did, what Charles Taylor do, and all the rest of it. We all have to focus and forget about the past. When somebody is wrong, we just tell the person, say you're wrong. That's why we continue to talk about. Perhaps it seems that they're not understanding us. They're not understanding. Or maybe they just want to hold some kind of way, like people who are not Liberians, but all are Liberians. So we continue to say that we have to forget about this thing. We must be mature enough. When you talk, your friend will talk. That's why, when you get in politics, you will forget about people talking behind you, people talking to you, they're talking this. You have to forget about it because when you talk, you expect somebody to talk. But right now, nobody can take that against his friend in Liberia. Because you do it, you'll be wasting your time. Thank you.
Do you want to make a recommendation, Cora?
Yeah, I'm still thinking that it really bothers me. Like, I'm a Loma man, and if I go and do something wrong and then put them on all the Loma people, that system is still bad in the country. I just be thinking about it. So I would recommend that we really, find some way to solve this problem in America. It's bringing a lot of hatred. If I do something wrong, deal with me alone, not with my family, not with my tribe, and not with everybody, not all of the people enjoy. Deal with me alone. You see? Yeah. It's bad for the country. It's bad for the country. I saw what happened in Liberia. So the crowd they not even work for though. And were humble. So the Gilbert also were innocent. And that mentality is still there. We got to stop that.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, candidate. We're going to take the next one. Honorable Frank Carter. Carter will be 3971. Your name and where you calling from? Carter 39, your last number. Yes, that's Eric.
Yeah, Eric K. from Arizona. I'm actually calling from Arizona. And my question goes to the Honorable. Mr. Honorable, I just want to say thank you so much for your service. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, the Honorable is listening.
All right, I just want to say thank you so much for your service towards the people of Grand Jude County and Liberia in general. For the issue of our kinsmen, Mr. Honorable, I understand your backgrounds in laws, but you are not a lawyer, sir. You are a politician. In this case, I just want to know if you do have any kind of legal team in place that will aggressively work on these brothers' cases, or are you just writing letters from your office to the president or to the chief justice, something like that?
No, we have a lawyer. We have lawyer. Even if I want to be lawyer, I don't think I'm prepared now to even plead for anybody. So we have lawyer. We have lawyer. We are preparing lawyer. We doing everything like I told you earlier that we've been having meeting. We have our lawyer. We have our Councilor Tiwan Gonglo. We have Councilor Denster Brown, and we still consulting other lawyers to join them.
All right, because he said you're preparing a lawyer, so I just want to make sure if you do have a lawyer who are already on the case, but not just preparing a lawyer, because you say you're preparing lawyers, so that doesn't mean they're already on the case.
I said we have Councilor Gonglo, we have Councilor Denster Brown, and we still continue to find another additional lawyers.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Conrad. For the first time in the history of this program, please dial *61 if you want to have a comment. If you have a comment or to ask questions. Joining us from Liberia is the Honorable Moriais T. Waylee, representative from Grand Jude County, District Number 2 in the Lower House. And we are discussing the prolonged detention of Grand Judeans by the Salivle government. So please dial *61 on your phone. Honorable, we're going to take the next one. The next one is going to come from Quarter. Man, we got a lot of people on this line. I don't even know. Let's go to quarter 0018. Your name and where you calling from? 0018. Your last number. Are you there, quarter? 0018. Okay. We're gonna skip that caller. Go to quarter. Let's get in. They were here. Okay, let's go down the list. Let's go to quarter 9281. Your name and where you calling from?
Okay, my name is Gibson Jeru. I'm calling from North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. And Honorable Willie, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to commend you and Honorable Grant for the last meeting that was held on last Sunday, in which I spoke to you people from through the phone. Yeah, and I am in total support of what you guys are doing. I appreciate the fact you and I have been talking on the same thing before, even before that meeting, and I believe that this is the right time for us to take the bull by the horn, and I appreciate all the effort that you two have been making. And I also agree that we have lawyers, but I also want you, the members of the legislative Grand Jury Legislative Caucus, to do a letter to the Grand Jury Association in America, to the President, Honorable Timothy Collins, and CC Captain to the board, requesting for financial assistance. I believe the Grand Jury in America have some money to be able to put forward for you to help our lawyers to be strong and expedite the process. I know the problem we have right now is to bring the case up because we guys have been in jail for almost 2 terms. And if this second term elapses, our lawyer will have to file a case to dismiss, a motion to dismiss the case for lack of trial, for lack of evidence of trial. So unless we have money to pay the lawyers, we will find it very difficult for them to move because nothing is done in Monrovia without spending money, especially for the precept.
Exactly.
I just want to encourage you, even though we are in the States, like I said in that meeting, that we are with you. We are with you in everything that you do. And anything that you want to do, if you think I can help, just call upon me. I'll be there to help.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that statement. That exactly that what we're trying to do. But like you advised, I'm going to take it over with my colleagues, and sooner or later we will let you guys to know because here everything is money. Of course, even if you get a free lawyer, say you need money, you need gasoline, you need other things. So thank you for that advice. In due course, you receive a letter from us. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. We're going to go to caller. The caller will be 97861. Your name and where you call it from? Mark. That's Mark. Is that right?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, we are here. The Honorable is listening to you.
Okay, yeah. Yes. I'm very thankful to you guys for the effort. You know, as the president of the country always said, he said, when God bless you with one hand, do not close the door on the next person. Even though we on the side, if we are battle our brothers over there, then we close the door on them. Because if somebody is in the hole, they're not seeing us, so they expect people from us at least to say things to them when they're in the hole. Even when they're not coming out, although they have that courage, it gives them more life to live. But if they don't hear nothing at all, it kills them even before the time. So I appreciate the effort of our honorable. I really pray that God gave it the strength and continue to do what He's doing. It's not for just to say, but they are brothers. Even if they accuse you, that you have to before anything be happening. And because they accuse, they go to jail. They accuse our brother. Okay, so they accuse, they leave them alone. That's not showing brothership. You know, stay with your brother to the due end. If they are guilty, yes, they are guilty. Try them. No one say they are not guilty or if they are not fair. But if they're wrong, you treat them with the love. But as long as they are not wrong yet, then you give them the same right everybody having. You know, for peace sake. So I just thank you very much for the effort, and we pray that you continue to do so.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. We'll take the next one. The next one will come from caller 670675. Your name and where you call it from? 0675. That's Casey.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Honorable, thank you for coming. My only question, my concern is that every time in Liberia, I mean, in fact, it's a criminal case, the police has it. So can you please summarize what's really going on over there? Because you're calling president name, and this case has to do with just the ministry. Why should president get involved?
Okay. The Justice Ministry is under the executive branch of government, and the president is the person who controls this country, and he appointed those people in power, those prosecutors, those people who are supposed to do the work. So if they are not doing their work, I think we as other branch of government, the government, there are three distinct branches of government. That is the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. And so if people are working under the president, they are not performing, they will call attention. But I'm president, this person is not doing well. So please tell this person to do their work. And this is the reason why we got the president involved. This is why we inform her. Because the Justice Ministry is strictly under the executive branch of government.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. People are listening to you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I said the executive, the Justice Ministry is under the executive branch of government. This is why, because he asking why we have to, deal with the president or go ask the president, tell the president. So this is why I'm telling him that the Justice Minister, that was their obligation to prosecute those people. But we found delay in it. So when we met her, we told her, say, look, your people must try and, send those people to court. Send they say they have evidence to bring those people, they don't carry them to court. And she promised us. This is how I got her involved. Because those people are working strictly with her. They are working under the executive branch of government. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Moriais P. Waylee.
All right.
Honorable, we're going to take the next one. Do you want to make a recommendation, Casey?
I just want to make just summarize a brief statement, because all the time in Liberia, everything is politicized. Even though they work under the executive branch of government, this is what we always talk about, functional government. Okay? So we always searching on the functional government. So individual has the right, whatever they're doing at the ministry over there, it is the ministry responsibility. Because if you get president here involved, then you politicize it, because it means you will be dictated to everybody over there. Whereas she knows her job over there at the Ministry of Justice. So if she's not doing the work where you are a lawyer, you're sort of the procedure, and you're free to guide them instead of getting president involved. If president involved, if the Justice Ministry is not doing anything over there, if we politicize, everything is president, and when president say it, everybody say it. So I want for you guys, honorable from Grand Gile, I'm from Nima. So you guys should come out and do something that tests the democracy in Liberia and get the president out.
Thank you.
Thank you, but don't forget that when it comes to democracy, the president is the head of that democracy. So that's why I think the people from Granji are telling her that she needs to open her eyes, because we know where we're coming from. A few years ago, we know what brought some of the reason why Liberians were over the globe running around is because of failure in leadership to take stands on issues. So that's why I think these people are stepping up to say, look, Mother Sally, it's not too long. The history here is not too long. It's not even written yet. So do not forget where we came from. You cannot have these people in jail for something that you cannot prove. If you cannot prove it, let them out. If you can prove it to us. I think that's the point that they are making. So on that note, we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from, let's go to caller, that will be caller 4263. Your name and where you calling from? 4263. Are you there, caller? Omega, are you there? Okay, the caller, you can hear the caller, but it looks like the person wants to listen in. So let's go to caller 66871. 6871.
Yeah, thank you, 6871. This is Harrison Sosa. I'm calling from New Jersey. Honorable, this is very sir, I am aware, and I need not to be over emphatic on this. I'm aware of almost 90% of transactions that go on in the house. Believe me not, even though I'm here in the United States. Okay?
Yeah.
And now, it is very saddening. It's scary. We continue to talk about combating corruption in Liberia. And now, it is very sad that we should instead be talking about developmental issues, how to distribute the low resources we have, so that, our family in the hinterland can at least, get 1 or 2% of the revenue government is generating. Unlike we talk about corruption, this, that. Honorable, you are aware, and this is a disgrace to a body that we constituted through elections to help us, to lead us, and to show our various communities, our constituency, as to how they should function effectively and efficiently. This is not happening. Money is being distributed among you. You are a witness to that between you and your Almighty God. There's no if and end about this. I'm aware. The present order that just passed, you know how much was distributed. You know how much you pocketed personally because money was distributed. I'm aware of that. And this is very saddening. How can these things be going on, in both the lower and the upper houses, and we say we'll talk about corruption to the brain? Just comment on that for this listening public in the diaspora.
Well, thank you for your statement, but something you bring my attention to that I can't read. Get over say you already know everything in it. You said it in the state and you know everything that is happening. You are 90%. You know it more than I do. Why if you know 90%, it means I will the 10% I knew about.
No, you may know the 100.
What can I tell? No,
you may know the 100.
Listen. No, you know 90%.
Yes.
Your statement is you know 90% of what is going on over there. You are not asking me. You are know. Now, excuse me. I want you to tell me the 90% you know about. You're talking about distribution of money. You talk about corruption.
Yes.
You talk about so you tell me how this money came. How people because I know I work for government, I'm supposed to get money. So say you get 90% of the information that is in the house. I want you just briefly listen.
Honorable, listen. I need not to point out the goods. Okay, I'm against the odds. So you are there, but I just want to tell you that I know almost everything that's happening over there. I'm in Liberia area less than 125 days since my 7 years in the United States. So, and besides that, I'm Harrison Sosa. I'm involved in politics. Okay? No, I have brothers and sisters there who sit with you and you discuss in the house. Okay, so it's not just, me saying something because, I have a fine tone. You know 100% equally, so I know what is happening. I can even butcher some of your statements that some of your analysis you are giving to the people in the diaspora. Here, I can butcher some of them. You understand? So we shouldn't argue. It's not about argument. It's about the reality. And whether you will comment pro or con, on my question, I just want to say, if this continues to happen, we will leave the rest with the Almighty. Since, of course, some of us are believers. I thank you.
Yeah, just before you finish your thought, the Honorable left the line. I guess he has to reload his phone, so let's just wait for him to come back. And I will ask that we kind of try to ask questions in a way that we can get answers, because we live in the diaspora. Not everything that we hear, we can actually feel that are true. I mean, it's true. So let us not try to say that, okay, we actually can pinpoint what somebody has done, because you might be giving information by somebody who might not just maybe have something to say against that person. So we ask that we please try to respect the people as they come on, except if you have evidence that you can really prove it. We think that we have to keep it clean, please. So again, the Honorable just left us. We expect him to come back. When he comes on, we will go ahead and finish the program because we still have a lot of time left in the program. So the lines are open. We're going to keep the lines open right now. At least we can go one at a time. So let's go back to Harrison Santos. And of course, he was in line. Let's see what he thinks about the people of Granji there. Does the government have the right to keep these people in jail for all of these months without prosecution, or what? Harrison Santos?
Well, to me, we look at people who continue to say democracy or justice. But you see, whenever justice, politics interferes with justice, then we don't consider that to be justice, because even someone can be as cruel as possible, but there are little things that can be pointed out positively, about them. But if the higher ups, the judge of the day, has some doubt or some political, belief, about a particular person, so there are some underlying factors that will definitely stop what has to be done when you want to interpret what real justice is about. So it's kind of a little complex. I don't know why that this is happening. The president is, doing this, and politically, I may not be, vibrant enough to really point out why.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Okay. The Honorable is going to be joining us shortly. He just, I don't know how he left the line. He said he was cut up. So let's see if he comes back on. And Harrison, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, let's go to another person here. Just stay on the line. The Honorable is going to come back. Let's go to let's see whether this person has something to say. Let's go to 9281. What do you think of? Yes.
Thank you very much. This is Gibson. I've been listening, and I see some people making political analysis of the issue about. In fact, somebody just said that the issue that we are dealing with right now that involves the 29 Nigerians, it's a matter of them mixed with politics if we involve the presidency. But I just want to say, my brother, whoever that spoke, I didn't remember your name, it is not mixed with politics. The Minister of Justice performs work at the will and pleasure of the president. And the way government run in Africa is different from the United States and other European countries, where people have the independent operation, where they have the independent mind. In Liberia, before a cabinet minister takes a decision, my brother, for those of us who have been around for government for a lot of time, as a journalist for 27 years, I've covered the executive mansion, the judiciary, the Capitol building. I've covered every aspect of government in Liberia. I know when before the cabinet minister makes a decision, it has to be sanctioned by the president. The will to go and prosecute a certain group of people who are considered criminals, the president has to say, yes, you can go. In fact, if you make your budget that appear before the finance minister will have to call the president and say, look, the justice minister has put the budget for the prosecution of these people. Can we release the fund? The president may or may not say, yes, go ahead. But let me go further than this. This case was a purely criminal case. If the government had arrested these people, sent them to court, and prosecuted them as fast as expeditiously as possible. But when the government decided not to even charge them for some of them 1 year, 7 months, 1 year, 7 months, some of them 6 months, some of them 5 weeks, once they started to go that route, it becomes a human rights issue. So the issue right now is a justice delay, is justice denied. That's what our law says. So when you keep these people in jail, they are being indicted they were in jail for more than 1 year.
Okay, the Honorable is with us again. He's back with us. Honorable, thank you for calling us back.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead, Julius.
So let me just Mr. Colombo will address some of the questions that are very important.
No, the Honorable just left the line again, so he's going to have to call back in. So go ahead and finish while he comes on.
Okay, so what we're doing here is to share ideas. People who have been in jail for this long, some of them have been in jail even before three court terms under the Liberian Constitution and the criminal penal code. If someone is in jail for 2 terms without the prosecution taking up that case, they have the right to apply for the dismissal of that case. But the problem that has always been is that when the Justice Ministry realizes that they have gone two terms of court, they have not prosecuted a case. In the middle, at the beginning of the 3rd term, when the defense was supposed to file for the dismissal of the case, they go to court and initiate a process. So then the court have to keep this book on 2 more terms. That is what we are trying to avert here. They have been jail for 2 terms. We have lawyers, and we are now asking our lawyers to go and file an application for the dismissal of the case for lack of will to prosecute the case. We don't know between now and then whether the Justice Ministry will go and initiate a precept, and that precept could jeopardize the whole thing. It could carry them 2 more times in jail without being tried. So why are they suffering? That is a violation of our law to keep people in jail without prosecuting them. You delay justice, you deny them justice, and the denial of justice under our jurisprudence.
Okay, the Honorable is with us. The Honorable is back with us. The Honorable is back with us now. Yes, sir. Thank you for calling back.
Hello.
Yes, we are here. Yeah. We are here, sir. Yes, we are here.
I'm not vexed. I'm not vexed. I just started like that.
Okay, thank you for calling.
I'm not vexed at all. I mean, that thing people want to understand. So I want you to.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm back.
So
we have somebody.
I was just addressing an issue about the question that was asked whether this was politicized or not. And I'm saying that at this present time, to end my statement, at this present time, the people that are in jail, they have been denied speedy trial. And to be denied speedy trial under our jurisprudence is to deny them justice. And to deny people justice is a human rights issue. You are violating their right to be free as a people. You are denying their right to be with their family. You are denying their right to go for their daily bread. You are denying their right to further their dreams, to make improvement of their own life. We cannot keep 29 people in jail perpetually. If you have a case, if you have evidence, if you know you show that these people committed an act, court to court, convict them, and let them spend their time in jail. But you can't keep them in court, and can't keep them in jail forever, and you're not picking up the case, you're not going to show that you can prove your case, then you release them. Because you have no case. So you now prosecute a case, and then we all start from square one, find your evidence, go after them, those who you have evidence for, and prosecute them. That's the way it works in the Western world, and those people who are in government, all of them, almost all of them, they live in America. They know the justice system. They've been through the justice system. And they have governance in Liberia. And they continue to violate the very constitution that they swore to protect. Not even the people who are in jail, the violation of their rights, but the constitution is being violated. It should be a concern to everybody to speak against it. So thank you very much, Honorable. I just wanted to buttress this point so that you can go ahead with it.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
We're going to please dial *61. Again, there are a lot of people on the line that have never called to the show. So if you are new to the program, you can want to be a part of it by dialing *61 on your phone. That's the only way we can recognize you for you to be able to ask questions or to make a comment. Let's go to caller 5126.
Yes, this is Borka Bole calling from Washington, D.C.
Welcome to the show, Borka.
Mr. Honorable Representative, I want to thank you for your time to be on here. I'll be very quick. I know a lot of people on. Number one, the person who was talking about no one should try anything in Liberia, I'm going to be very honest with you. Nobody will start anything in Liberia. The Liberian vote tired and this hard MPs will stay. But don't forget, the analogy you gave, The same thing that happened to the Congo people. Taylor came on BBC and he said the 13 men are coming to revenge. Everyone have a reason for doing stuff. We're sitting and we're watching Ellen with her vindictive behavior, her anti-crime sentiment that is rooted in whatever she does, and nobody saying anything about it because our crime people. Today are crime people, tomorrow it will be other people. And I can give you reasons for those who believe in fact with documented evidence about this government perpetual anti-crime sentiment, beginning with the very Christian attack, who refused to acknowledge that George Bodo was a Liberian after he had contested presidential election in Liberia. I wrote her, I called her, they couldn't acknowledge that he was a Liberian in the first place. I don't know why the U.S. government had a saying there. This government did that. The police headquarters refused to give police clearance. I'm just giving this instance to just tell you how this government is systematically putting the crime people in this box of those people, the problem people. And I can tell you the problem Ellen looking for will not come from the crime people. Let it be very clear that Nigerians do not subscribe to anything that will undermine their heart and peace. But Ellen is in the habit of saying them, those people. This thing has been politically motivated. I met those 27 men in jail on the 20th of January of this year. They are there suffering, nothing to eat, and everybody's saying that, nobody's saying anything. My disappointment in the Grand Jury Legislative Caucus is what happened to calling VOA? What happened to writing Amnesty International? What happened to calling BBC? What happened to giving this to some international press? I know our honorable men are doing great with the lawyers and stuff to push it out of the court, but this thing have got to be exposed on the international scene. You have to get the international media involved. This Nobel Peace Prize winner, so-called Nobel Peace Prize winner that sitting in Liberia there and having international accolades, people need to start speaking up what's really happening in Liberia, and they start with influential people like you. That's where my disappointment is. For the record, Grand Jury will not be used as an agitator to start any unrest in Liberia. This high-end peace will stay. For you people who some people sitting here and they want to pretend like they don't know Ellen and her rancor, her hatred, her deceit, and everything she has against the crown people. But it will not undermine Liberia peace. She will pass, and this peace will prevail. I just wanted to make that point clear. Anyone who wants documented evidence about Ellen's systematic anti-crime sentiment, contact me, boakai@yahoo.com. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. That was
all right, brother. Thank you.
We're going to take the next one. The next one will come from 0210. Your name and where you calling from? That's Denning. 0210. Caller, are you there? That's 480-274-0210. Are you
there? I'm there.
Okay.
I'm Philip Daniels. I'm calling from Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And I just have a comment, quick comments. And the honorable, they are doing the banks, here. But there are so many things that have been going happening and that have been going on. Those guys, they've been into jail now for a long time without evidence. And there are so many things that have been going on. But I know they're doing the banks and they're trying, even though nothing can happen overnight. But I just want to say that they should try to push it more further than play, around. Because the more you delay, the more the time goes. So because there are a lot of stuff that going on, and we want to talk all about that now. Maybe they get another time this line. Because there are a lot of stuff that going on, especially from the government to Grand Jury. That take for example, they look at Puri Mountain. Okay, we all expect the headquarters to be in Sweden. Now he moved the River G. Up to this time, nothing have come to it. So there are a lot of stuff going on. But I just want to say, you guys should try to really push the file because you people are the lawmakers. So you make the law, you got to abide by the law, and you got to push the law forward. So that's what I got to say to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Waylee. What do you think of what the brother said about you guys pushing this thing to the international community by writing Amnesty International, the BBC, and the rest of the people. What do you think?
Please come back again.
I'm asking the last caller, Boley, I don't know his last or the caller before this gentleman who just spoke then said that people need to go further by calling the attention of the international community.
Yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. The fellow who spoke before the last speaker, you know, he talking reality. You know, people have their own opinion. And you see, all we love our country. We love our country and we love our people. And sometimes, I can speak out of anger. And can you imagine, you know, what was our decision? Our decision was to even go as far as gathering together at the central prison so they can get out of us. But we were saying all of these things out of anger. Because when you bear patient, when you patient, and you can't get results, the next thing you just say what you want to say. Say, but let me just die and finish with it thing. So what he's talking about, he's correct. We need to call the international community and let them know that these things are not fair. We are talking about democracy. Now people are in jail, they can't get due process. All of these things, I don't think it's worth. And we need to really address it. We still making effort. We're not stopping where we are now. We still consulting. We have already got, personally, I've contacted some church leaders for them to see reason and, you know, come to other, because like I told you earlier, we have to talk. You talk, I will talk, but we are not going to fight. We're not going to fight nobody. We're not going to cause trouble, but we will tell the people the illness of the government. We are going to tell the people the wrong doing of other people, the hatred people are showing. We are going to show them out. We are going to talk it. And so he's right. That's far.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable, we're going to take the next one. Let's go to caller 1510. Caller, are you there? 1510. That's the last number. Caller, are you there? I can hear you. That's 502-298-1510. Yes, I hear you talking about what are you eating. So, Caller, are you there? Caller, you want to partake in this, or we just want to keep you on listening to the program? Okay, then we're going to keep you listening to the program. Let's go to caller 2318. I think he has a comeback question.
Well, I've been doing some thinking. I think what I wanted to also recommend to your show is to see how best we can get a hold of the Justice Ministry. And to the Honorable, if there is any way in which anyone in the diaspora can be of help to your cause, if you can make it known, you know, some of us are not from Grand Gita, but we are Liberians, and we do not have some of the Grand Gita connection to know who to contact. So if there are ways in which you can announce on the show who we can contact, what kind of number some of us can call, we will join you in the struggle. I mean, as a Liberian, I don't think anyone will be happy to see what is going on. Let due process prevail. If they are guilty, let them be found guilty. If they are not guilty, let them be set free. So those will be my two things I will put, one to the show and one to you.
Thank you for that recommendation. We will try to see whether we can get in touch with the Justice Minister in the coming days. Okay, let's go to caller 4951.
It's my pleasure being here. My name is Edwin Waylee. The Honorable has to be my dad. But I think Black Guy just made a serious emphasis on the start concerning about the 29 Green Genius over there. No, in a democracy world, the representatives are direct representation of the people, and they are the voice. Those representatives cannot be impeached by heading, they cannot leave office, they cannot be sacked by heading. So I don't think our Green Genius legislative caucus should be, I don't know how to say it, but should be deterred with hearing administration. They got to step out and speak. They're not going to do nothing to them. They don't have to go lobby with church leaders. Church leaders should be lobbying with them to get bill passed. Church leaders should be lobbying with the legislature to get things done. Legislature should step out of their conference and lobby with people that don't have the voice. Helen, she needs to hear what the Granjida wants to say. One thing that looks like Granjida, they are not a political contender. And Helen making us to feel that we are political contenders. Secondly, Helen making us to be a geopolitical threat to the Ivorians because the incident took place in Africa, and Africa having to be our neighbor. And he said Granjida are the one that carried on the act. And he failed to convey them, to make them guilty of letting them go. So now, like, the Ivorians going to look at our territory as threat to them, and we feel unsecure. So for the legislature, the Granjida legislature, they have to speak out. They don't have to speak out. If they call for them to work with the central president, like the Honorable was just saying, for them to lock everyone out, that would tell the government that they really meant what they say. Now, saying something and you're not putting it into action. Those brothers that did that, if I'm not mistaken, almost 1 year now. And they need very, very speedy action from the lawmakers. They are the voice. They want the people can listen to. If only government get a red letter and do whatever, nobody's going to get their attention. But if a lawmaker step out and say, those people, they deserve speedy trial. First off, health administration is in violation with the Liberian Constitution. So if you in violation with the Liberian Constitution, we have to get that settled. And secondly, those people, if they are wrong, then they'll be wrong. But we need them to get speedy trial. And the lawmakers shouldn't go out of their conference, dropping with Judge Lila. Also, I don't think that's what the Granjida need right now. We don't want to be the people who will undermine the fragile people we are enjoying today. And the government has a tendency to look at Granjida to be a political contender, which, of course, we are not. And we're not going to start anything that will bring blame on her. But if she fails, like the Honorable just said, if you're tired, you can do something. Everybody wants peace. So the legislature, they are fully responsible to work on this identical case. That's their job. Of course, that's what Granjida they can contribute, but that's the honorable man's job. That's a day-to-day job. According to democracy, those people elect you in office so you can be their boss. They don't elect you in office and then they kind of go speak for themselves. This is not a direct democracy we're running. We're running representative democracy. So where you have your leader in the house, they got to speak. They got to do something. And since those people back on there, I've not seen the Granjida legislative caucus having a forum trying to challenge the government trying to say something. So far, I would like for the honorable man like he NFL, they haven't got up and go to that central president. If the Granjida they are wrong, then they bear the consequence. We know they are Granjida and they are Liberian. So they are under the Liberian government. But let's look at you, President. Let people be treated fair. Liberia is not a metro for democracy. So what she's doing now is not a democracy. People look at it to be democracy. It's not a democracy. In a democratic country, everybody should be treated fairly. She's trying to be a tyrant. So, in conclusion, that is legislation. Then they do something more than what they're doing right now. Lobbying with Charles the anti is comfort. Then they meet the president face to face and tell her what they want. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Honorable, you want to throw a light on that because
I want to throw the little light there. You know, for us, we like to. The same person wouldn't want confusion will always lay complaint. So we look at church leaders as people to stand between two persons. Because for us, we all are Liberians. But another Liberian, like the last fellow who just spoke before, Mr. Waylee spoke, he said a very good thing. He said he is Liberian and he will not allow people to treat Liberians. He's not from Granjida, but he will not allow it to happen. And so he is a sound person. Because whatever we're doing, right now, people want to sideline or say, look, these are Granjida, these are Grand people. That's not the issues. We are looking at legality. We are looking at democracy. We are looking at due process. And so people, the Liberians, who know that all Liberians should get due process, they are behind us. And so if we tell the church leader, we say, look, church leaders, here you are seeing this situation now. Because together at the central president will be our last strength And that will be our last strength we will use, that when we even go there, people will say, yeah, but the people, they are right. They went to the president, they went to the church leader, they told the justice minister, they went on, they told the international community. The people don't want to listen to them. So what they want these people to do, so the people not just jail all of them. Liberians will come on our side. So we continue to use maturity. We are mature enough, and we have to do it with diplomacy. People are saying that we fracture, we are not that person, we are not violent, but accept that you push the people to the wall. Then of course nothing they can do. So that's the same process we are carrying on. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable, we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from caller. That caller is 7861. Your name and where you calling from? 7861. Your name and where you calling from? Caller, you have a question. You have a question mark. You say you have a question mark. So.
No, I said this Mike. I said this Mike Delay. I spoke earlier before from New Jersey, but I just came back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have a question right now, is that right?
No. Yes.
Okay, that's a no. So we're gonna take the please that 61. If you want to be a part of it, we are almost at the end of this program. Let's go back to caller. That will be Shanna. Shanna has a comeback question.
Yeah, not really a comeback in the sense. I tell you the truth, I'm kind of perplexed with the whole issue of the legality of this thing. I don't know what it is. People claiming that the government is doing something unconstitutionally, and I just can't understand why they can't go to court. It seems like though people don't want to believe that the judiciary in Liberia is good or not. I just cannot understand the whole thing for. Arguing back and forth. The court, that's what the court there for. If there's a difference and the government, the administration is treating somebody wrong, the court is there to right the wrong. So now, why they not going to the Supreme Court to get some kind of order to force the thing? It's something I still haven't gotten anybody to explain it to me. I know you're talking about all the politics involved, but it seems like those people trying to get the president involved and make it even more political. So if the president is wrong, if they're doing something wrong, why you go to her to beg her to do it right? Go to the court so it can be righted for the future. Don't leave it just for the one situation. So if the court speaks on it, that will become, especially the Supreme Court, that will set a precedent. So going forward, it will be dealt with in a legal way. But you want to go to ask the president to free the people based on some condition, go to the Ministry of Justice. I think all of that is not kosher for me. Go to the court, let the court find a ruling. If the government wrong, let the court find the government wrong, and not going forward, they will not do it to nobody else. And that's what I have to say.
Thank you, caller.
Okay, let me just ask you a question. My question is, do you know under what jurisdiction these people are presently? If you don't, which government?
Yes.
Which government? Okay, perhaps you don't know, but let me tell you. I know it is now a controversy. Let me just tell you, the people are under the jurisdiction of the court. It is the court that detains the people. I continue to tell you, I told you for the first time, I said those people are being indicted.
Okay, but if
they were not indicted enough, listen. Were you listening?
Yeah, go ahead.
Were you listening?
I'm listening.
If the people were not indicted, we could use another means of habeas corpus to bring those people to court.
Fine. But you said
now the people are being indicted. Listen to me.
Yeah.
You say you're not loyal.
No.
But you have to listen to me.
Okay.
If the people are being indicted by the grand jury, meaning that they have evidence. Do you understand that? Meaning that they have evidence to prosecute those people. This is why they indicted them.
Okay.
Now, if they indicted them and if the justice minister doesn't want to carry the people to court, don't you think that it is necessary that we tell them, say, look, you carry these people to court?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
We go by other remedy.
Now, you make me more confused. You say they're under the jurisdiction. The court.
No, don't be confused. Don't be confused.
No, what about
Don't be confused. I said the people are under
the court.
I am saying listen,
Chana, please let the honorable land first. Then we'll come to you.
Let me tell. No, listen. There are three components of criminal justice. Do you know that? Do you know the three components of criminal justice system?
No.
The three components of criminal justice system is police that have the arresting power.
Yes.
The second component is the court. The third component is the correction, that is EJ.
Right.
And so in these three components, they must work. The police arrested those people, charged them, make the indictment, send them to the court. It is the court now to hear the people and decide a case. Then you say, well, we can't go to court. You want us to go to court? The people arrested the people already. They indicted them. The court is holding them in detention. And the justice minister, who is the prosecuting, they don't want to go to prosecute the people.
Okay, just clarify that one thing. The court is holding them. When you want the government to go and overrule the court, why don't you go to court? Why are you going to justify? If the court, you just said the court is one holding them. If the court is holding them, why you don't go to the court? Why you want Justice Department to go over the court? I don't understand you, man. The more you talk, the more you confuse me.
No, you don't be confused. Because I'll tell you the three components of criminal justice.
I understand that, but you look.
You didn't understand that.
No, I understand.
If you understand the three,
all mixed up. I tell you the truth.
Okay, let's
listen. If you understand the criminal justice system, because you talking about why you don't go to court, why am I going to court to say what? Am I arrested? Why am I going to court to say what?
For your client, which are in jail.
To say what?
To tell them they're in jail falsely.
What the honor? What I think, Shana. What I think, Shana. What the honorable is trying to say here is that since, of course, they have.
I don't think.
Bro, they said if people have case against these people, they have to do it within a time frame. That's what the people are saying. They are saying that they have not made the case.
People are not supposed to be in jail for over 1 year. That's what we are talking about.
When do you go to get redress? You can't go to the person that got them under the condition. You gotta go to a third party which is the judiciary. Come on, man. You think somebody don't have no common sense? You don't have to be a lawyer to know this.
No.
Okay, let's leave it that way. Let's leave it that way.
That is, listen. Let me make you understand. It seems like maybe you're not understanding the whole thing. You want people to go to court. You arrest somebody. You don't want. You see, maybe these are some of the things that can get some people to be aggravated. Because if you don't know what you're supposed to do, I will have to go to court. You don't supposed to carry the person to court. We will have to tell you carry that person. Try the person, and that's the law. You don't know the law that you're the justice minister. You don't know the law that you're the judiciary. So we must go to court and say what? The people they are obligated. Once the people are indicted, they are obligated to try the people. They are supposed to keep the people in there. Then I should go to court and say, they should bring the people to court. Now me will go there and say, court, come, bring the people. So if we are telling them, it means that they don't know what they're supposed to do. They should know. And besides,
the government got no case to release the people.
I'm not asking for release. I am not asking for release. I am saying that they should get due process of law.
What the honorable
I am saying that they should get due process of law, not to release them. That's what we are saying.
So, Shanna, your recommendation is that you wanted to go to court instead of then asking the system to either prosecute them or release them. So your recommendation is that they don't need to do that; they should just go to court. But they are saying that no, the way it is done in Liberia is you have to ask the court, you have to ask the system and say, look, prosecute these people or you release them because we are looking at due process. It's time frame. If you cannot arrest a person in 72 hours, that person should either be sent to court or released. So that's what they are asking.
If the jailer don't want to release them, you go to court to have the jailer release them. I don't understand the argument, man.
Okay, Shannon, let's leave it that way, please. We'll come back to you. Let's take.
But Shannon, you know why I don't know the basic of this argument. I don't know if this because and he said, why you don't go to court? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why. I really don't understand what you mean by why I don't go to court. Go to court for why you arrested somebody, you say somebody did something. You don't carry the court. But we have lawyers. We have the lawyer accountable.
The burden of proving this case is in the government. The burden of proving is on the government.
The burden of proving is on the government. What's your? I'm a poor case. I'm a add case on case. I don't add case on case. The people have the right to bring the people to court. Why? I mean, Oshana, you're thinking, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's limited to law. Really, I must admit. Because to tell me that I should carry the people, I should go to court for what?
That's why
you arrest somebody, you don't.
As the host of the show, I'm also a criminal justice professional, not just a journalist. I'm also a criminal justice professional. So in this case, the burden of proof is surely on the government of Liberia to prove its case against these people. So on that note, we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from caller 3662. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. The Honorable is listening.
Oh, is that 3662?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Joseph Johnson. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you. Unfortunately, I just joined. I was on the telephone when the argument or the debate started. But the person who is saying that people should go to court, I want to tell him that it is the prerogative of the arresting officer or entity to take the people to court. Good. I think this is one of the complaints or the charges that the State Department of the United States for 2012 has against Liberia. Grabbing people, putting them in jail, and forgot about them. See? The law estimates the time frame of the arrested person to go to court. And if it's not taken to court, it means that the charges are not founded. So that person is supposed to be released. See, it doesn't require the person who is in jail or his people to create a forum for courting activities. It is in the law. It's clear. That's my comment.
Thank you, caller. That was just a comment. So please dial *61. There are a lot of people who just joined the show new late. If you have a question or to make you have questions or to make a comment, taking our calls tonight, joining us from Liberia is the Honorable Representative from Grand Juda County, Honorable Moriais T. Waylee. We are talking about the prolonged detention of Grand Judans by this government led by one of those who said justice could be the hallmark of her administration. Now we realize that there are people that are spending more time in jail than ever before. So we are discussing that issue. On that note, we are also talking about the TRC report, nepotism, unemployment, dual citizenship, Nokia. Honorable, I would like to take you to this issue. We know there are a lot of things that contributed to the civil war in Liberia. And you as a person being part of this government in a lower house, what have you done or what do you intend to do to deal with some of the issue that has to do with nepotism? What's your take on that?
Well, the issue of nepotism for me is relative. The fact that I don't know, because nothing in the book to clearly define nepotism. Nepotism is I understand it to be, employing your immediate relative, employing your son, your children, your brother, your sister, and the rest of it. Now, the other question that comes to my mind, suppose my son or my brother is qualified for that job. Is it nepotism? That is the question that comes to mind. Now, but if my son, my brother is not qualified, and I just put in there to say, look, just go there because I'm a representative. So this job here you have to do is clearly show nepotism in my own belief. Again, not because I'm a representative, so I take all of my children, all of my brothers, I just put them in high places. It's nepotism. And so, but let me know, most of we Liberians, I can remember one time, I had a friend. He and I were working for CID. His brother, I will not call him, his brother was one of the he was advocates during Doe regime, how nepotism, it don't work. But when Sawyer then came to power, he was one of the big guys. He brought one of his brother, who and myself used to run in the swamp in Blackbar, go as far as Terminal Island to arrest people. Would not even a high school graduate make him the director of CID. And so I just wonder, people just talk about nepotism, but to really finish it, people, you were talking now, but by the time they put you in position, you're doing different things. But nepotism is something that is not called for, but we are trying to put something in place. But except we have to make some law that will guide the issue of nepotism. Because if you don't make some law to guide it, it will always, it just got to be there, it will be hard to deal with. Because the first thing you say, well, my brother, he know the thing, he got his degree. He got that, so this is why I put it in here. But we must lay some principle. So I believe that there's a bill, somebody filed that bill, the bill of nepotism, is now on discussion. It's supposed to be in committee room. I think the Honorable Akara Gray will raise that issue, and so it is staying in the room. But I believe that we have to make some law. We have to make something to be on a book relating to nepotism. That is the only way we will go forward.
Thank you, Honorable. We're going to take the next one, and then we're going to come back to the issue of dual citizenship and the TRC report to get your view on those two. So let's take the next call. Our next call will come from caller 0853. Your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Moderator, the all powerful moderator, LeBron Tipida, and thank you, our dear and honorable representative. It's a pleasure to hear you. It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you. And I like how you really sound. Yeah. You are so enlightening. I have a question. Should I say a question? Let me feel a little comment or a sentiment I'd like to take back to Liberia while you were the chief one day in one of your sections. I hope it's part of your agenda. I was very shocked when I heard one of Liberia's representative, I'm a senator, Hon Moriais from Maryland County, that allegedly reported that he said he wouldn't even wait for the dual citizenship to get to the house. He will fight to kill it. I don't know whether that is confirmed or is substantiated. But if it is true, I see why Liberians getting anywhere. Because envy and shared knowledge is screwing up our country. Jealousy, envy, and lack of fast-factness is screwing up Liberia. Look at Liberia. Every day, Your Honor, before you even became a representative, those are the crafts of Liberia. We got no rules, we got no technicians, we got no professionals, we got no doctors. But we sit down over there, our leaders sit over there, and we pass budget and make allocations to pay a staff from Red to Ghana right here. from Nigeria right over there. They go to Liberia as expatriates and take all our money, and we say the country is broke. But just say our law because sit over there, and some very people say another law because, but they just against people who are in the diaspora. They are very brothers instead who came over here to struggle and take back some of Liberia, and because of political necessity, because of reason, today they are being looked at enemies of Liberia. I think that's a shame, on your honor. I need to review the dual citizenship thing from a positive perspective because look at your country, we got no doctors. The other Hon Moriais, I saw a Nigerian guy, he a doctor at GSK. You got no engineers over there. Now you're getting us here in America. We lay on the boat here, we stay right here. America got engineers. America got all the doctors in need. You don't have no money to pay doctors from over here. But if your citizens are elected to go back home, and then you got people over there who they call themselves lawmakers. And they actually, they say, we need 2 days before they come over here. You can't eat your cake twice. You think that person is going to develop honor? Let me rest my case. And I want to listen to you, sir. Please clear my thoughts out now, sir. My name is Brahma Cardi from New Jersey.
All right, thank you, Brahma. A few times ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe last month, some guys came from the state related to the Sindua. What really I will, before I make comments, I would like to advise that, you guys really have to send some people down to educate our people. Because you people know the reason why you want dual citizenship. And so we must be fully educated. Some people are limited in understanding. For me, when the guy came first, because I'm on the judiciary committee, I was part of it was in my committee room, and this guy came. He tried to explain to us. My question to the chairperson was, why will you pledge your allegiance in case of war between Liberia and America? And America said, look, you go to Liberia and do this A and Z, and you are an army person there. Where will you pledge your allegiance? Then they explained that, look, this thing here, I think you don't have to be afraid of where do I pledge my allegiance. I'm from here. I think the people who are supposed to be afraid are the Americans. They say, look, you coming from different countries, you in our country, then you say you want citizenship. So they should be afraid. I don't think we should be afraid. And moreover, the reason is that today, we in America, we can leave from here, we go to Liberia, we can get job to do. But tomorrow, after a certain time, our children that will come after, they will say, but now in the law, they say dual citizenship now here, so you can't get job. And or you will not get property here. So all the money you work for in America, you will just leave it there, and you know your parents are here, your mom, your brother, your sister, all of them here. But because you want to look for money to come and develop the place, the people say you come out and say they can't give you land because you're not citizen. So this thing I got to look at it thoroughly. So I see some reason inside that people, once you born somewhere and the people say you are Liberian, you live from here, you go to America, you go look for money to come back and develop your place. Because all here we're floating around here, no job. If we can get somewhere, if I can even go somewhere to work there, sir, it would be better. And all I know is my Liberia. But suppose I go to Sierra Leone and people say before you get a job in Sierra Leone, you must be Sierra Leone citizen. Or else they will not give you a job. So when I stay in Sierra Leone and I work for money, I come to Liberia, then they say I'm not citizen. So we have to look at it thoroughly. For others, we have our own opinion. For me, I have my own view on it that from what those guys explained to me, I try to understand because we should not be troubled about where do you pledge your allegiance. Other people say one person cannot serve two masters. But in my own view, I don't think it is serving two masters because where you born, it's your natural born place. The other place you go there to naturalize because you want the money or because you want the work. So when you get the money, you get a job and you got the money, what do? You got to come back home. So in my own view,
We're still looking at it.
Thank you, Honorable. Mr. Kwali, do you want to make a recommendation, or we should just go ahead?
Definitely, yes. And once again, I want to thank you, Honorable. Each time I talk to people from the house there, I get to understand how we got some smart people out there. You see, that's why you have to be very careful how you make sweeping statements, because you don't know who you're talking about. I like how you sensibly address the questions. I like it. But one key thing I want you to remember here, Your Honor, is this. We have to start becoming very practical. Interest matters. You got what we call political correctness. And we should understand what's actuality. And we should understand what's real-time business. And we also understand what's nationalism in its in-depth. We have to stop addressing stuff from the surface. This issue here is going to go a long way. Liberal, first of all, we're not educated in our country. We only pretend to, because I'm not condemning anybody, Your Honor. The way you understand the way things are going in Liberal, I hope that I will get most of our lawmakers. We shouldn't be emotional. You see what you said? I listen to what you said. I have to take our time to look at it keenly. Let us always take time to solve problems systematically. But whenever you rush to judgment, sometimes you make mistakes. So, Liberia is for us. The way our country stands today, trust me, you see how our country starts depleting tomorrow, and you see how much, look, the country is depleting and lacking with no pride. Everybody wants to steal and see what we can get for themselves and the individual family. Let's look at how we can develop our country. It's some of in this country and got citizenship. Yeah, because I want something, I want brother. All that is a multiplier effect in helping our country. Because think about it, somebody said they're sitting here, then we want to go back and say, I want to go back to my country. You guys should open your hands wide and say, come on, bring your knowledge, bring your education, bring your money. We should be proud. And let's look at for that step, and let's look at for the Lagos standpoint, please. And if I walk up from the country, you know, the many Joseph Blahi, the many Thomas Zezé, Joseph Sopa. He's an American man. Then you go back to where you say you walk out of this country. Yeah, tell Joseph Manson to come back home. There's a country. Let's stop being funny, Your Honor. Let's stop being funny in the whole thing. Let's think about children and the generation tomorrow. Sustainability. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mother. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Kwali.
Thank you.
We're going to take the next one. The next one will come from quarter 3. No, that's quarter 1232. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Minnesota, Broken Park. Yeah, I wanted to make comment concerning the dual citizenship. You know, the guy was saying yesterday, even today, saying that without the dual citizenship, saying that they likely to stop sending money. Those are fighting for dual citizenship. They will team up to start sending money when they affect the government. You know, I will be one of the happiest guys. They even team up to stop sending money because they're affecting the agricultural system in the place. For example, the people in Liberia, they send for them to come for small money to go invest it for themselves or to do something for themselves. In our country, under the pretense of collecting money from the people that the government not doing enough. For example, I went in Liberia there. Banana, just one banana the lady was selling for $60 lewote. $60 lewote. So man, I want them making a banana expensive. So the lady said I have to go Guinea to go buy the banana. Why people in our country yet we live in here, and buy banana, tomato out of the country to bring in the country? Then they sit down, they want to open door for corruption. They see the people that Ellen Johnson recruited to go working in our government. We have senators that are citizens for their country. We have a lot of people working in the government that are citizens for their country. Yeah, what's some of the good example that they're doing? Nothing. So if I may start working in the government in the country there, I can't go steal $2,000. Because $2,000 is small money for me. Most of the corrupt leaders there in our country, they for years. Then you want to make it official to open doors for them to come be towards citizens going in and out. Yeah? They're not helping to create jobs. There are some people on the line here. They have spent 20, 25 years here, but are there to go on the internet to search on the internet. asking, saying, oh, the government are doing enough, but some of them nothing. Nothing. I mean, you start buying our country to do something for the country. Some of them have to define what they mean of government. Government has limitation in hiring citizens. Government responsibility to bring investors and all the people in the country. So the 3.some more million that in our country there, if the government can hire all of them, no. But just few people government need to hire, and from there they do other development like road construction, preaching school system, and the government responsibility. But everybody complain the government, some of them on the internet 24 hours. Not one day they not put their foot there to help to create jobs. Not government want to create jobs. They citizen yourself. You see that? The citizen yourself create jobs. But the people saying that in our country they're acting less than 24 hours they put in the penny of the government. What do you want for the government to do? Be not all government will complain for you. You know? So the dual citizenship and the whole thing, we have ton of issue on the table. To take care of. Not a chicken dual citizenship. You know how many people in our country there, they are citizens working for the government, doing other stuff there in the country there, that they not even bother in there? Why you want to make it official for corruption? To open door people. Now, go back and revisit Western Union. How many money coming from here, from Liberia here? Yeah, how many money they send here for every day, like where they corrupt people for year?
So you think the idea of dual citizenship is to open the floodgates for more corruption, or you're not looking at the other side, the economic benefit? Because there are neighboring countries, some of our neighboring countries around Liberia, neighboring countries that are benefiting from it. There's also good and bad sides.
No. If you want to do listen to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So we want to wrap it up.
Let me tell you, if you do comparison, most of the countries trying to compare Liberia with, they are limited in corruption. They are far ahead of all in development. They are far ahead of every negative thing Liberia comes first. Corruption, the top far country in the world, Liberia among the corruption. The top far corrupt country in the world, Liberia among it. What are you talking about? You're talking about Guinea, you're talking about Africa, you're talking about Ghana. The way better than all. Their corruption is limited. We have to get rid of business. Dual citizenship is not count at this time. Then Liberia be improved yourself. And later on, dual citizenship come in. We struggle to straighten out a lot of things. Then you're talking about all our citizens benefit from you. Which are the citizens? Which are the country? I rest my case, man.
Thank you. That was just a comment. So the Honorable have to. Let's take the next one, Honorable. We're going to go to quarter 4263. Your name and where you calling from? That's Omega. You have a question mark to your name, after your name, but when I come to you, you are not. It looks like you are just not paying attention. Quarter 6263. 4263, I mean. What are you there?
Yeah, hello?
Omega. Yes.
Yeah, hello? I'm sorry.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Yes, sorry, I was muted. I'm driving, so. Yeah, thank you for the recognition at this time. I want to thank the honorable man who took upon his time to hear to your call at this time. I know he's late in Liberia, yet and still he agreed to be on the line with us at this time. My first question will be on the nepotism.
Could you tell us where you're calling from first? Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm sorry. I will make a call out from Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, then go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah, I'm in the traffic. That's one of the problems. So, yeah, Honorable, and my first question to you will be on nepotism. As you regularly said or told the body on this line at this time that the way you understand it and the way you think it is. Let us assume that you're the honorable man and representative for your county and having your brother who is qualified for such position and another man who is qualified for such position, that the both of them vying for this position. How will you give that judgment when it comes in terms of giving one the position? Is that because that your brother is qualified, you should give him the position, or the other one who you think that don't have no one at all that's representing his family should be qualified for the position, Honorable Mayor? In terms of evaluation, I want to know, how do you run on your judgment on that? So both candidates are qualified for the position. So who you will give the position?
Okay, thank you. If both candidates are qualified for the position, then you know the next thing that comes to mind?
Oh, okay.
The next thing that comes to mind is, you see, that this is where I was just telling you. This is where I was just telling you that, the next thing that comes to mind will be confidence. The next thing that comes to mind is whether this man, or two of them, they have the same qualification. Two of them, they are qualified. Now this guy here, I don't know him good. And nobody recommend him to me. I know the other person is good, and another person capability. This is where interview comes in. Because if I go through the interview, I know what this person can do. Even though on paper the other person may do well. But how much I know him. So I will take the person. Let me be very clear with you. I will take the person who I think I've been dealing with, and I think that I know that person. In my view, I don't think it will be nepotism, because when you're doing something, you have to get confidence. You have to have confidence, especially when you're dealing with something that you know will involve, that is involved business. Somebody who you're going to leave your business with, you must know that person's character. Somebody must recommend that person to you, that this person is a good guy. But other than have the same qualification, so the next thing that comes to your mind is the person you have confidence.
So, Honorable, thank you for the answer. But then my question again would be, I know I don't want to make comparison with Liberia, that of America, to where we live today. But I think the people have a system here to call background check. And I know that it's required in all fields. But again, in respect to what we're talking about now, if we only look at, okay, because I know this man is my this person, you don't think it's wise that we go back to at least do a background check on some of our colleagues or other, instead of this recommendation thing that some of the things that is good or dull, but some of the things that are leading us to where we are today. Because if I'm Omega and I'm in such position, and because I know John Brown is my friend, probably he has the qualification, and there's another man who I know, running for this position, he might have the qualification too, but because I know that John Brown, and I see that when I take John Brown, we can, let's say, rub shoulder off, meet and do what we got to do to get up with our deeds. So instead of that, why can't we give someone the chance? Give people the benefit of the doubt. Okay, since you are John Brown, I know you have this level of family and you got this qualification. Let me give you a shot. If this person go there and misbehave or do what they're not supposed to do in terms of corruption, I think we have the right to dismiss that person from office instead of just leaving people because I know you or because we're close. And then that's some of the things that's stopping some of us today, and people talking about nepotism or the job problem within the country, because we got more people on ground that qualify, as the speaker regularly said, and people leaving from here. I agree that we got more qualified people here too that are leaving from here and going there just to grab the student loan to be able to cover it. There are others here with good intention, and they want to go back there and develop the country. But these people are not given the opportunity because they don't have no one there that know them that can recommend them. But because you honorable man in the office now, you know Joseph from here, he's coming with a late degree. Okay, yeah. Joseph a good man, I know you put Joseph there. Joseph got student loan here, he got mortgages here to pay. You don't know his intention. But because you know him, you feel that you trust him, the intention you think he has, there's no way he want to pay his mortgages here to get done with it. But the one who say, okay, this place is my home, I think from this place should be developed. Let me go and give my all. And this man has been denied. And, so how can we work with such a system to see how best we can setting up or bid up?
Yeah, okay. I think you're making a point. I think you're making a point, but the point I'm looking at also is that if they don't have the equal qualification, then there's a difference. But God help me. Actually, if you look at things, that person, once two of them have the qualification, the next thing that will run to your mind is, this other person I will give him a second chance because I know the kind of work this person did. I can list that person for next time. But somebody that I know, not because I don't know the other person, but all of them had the same qualification. But in as much, the other man, I don't know you, but you had a qualification, the other person, because I know him, I will not say because I know this man here, so I'm again, because we are looking for a qualified person. But once other than have the same qualification, of course, the next thing, you have to look for the person who you think you have confidence. And there is no way that anybody can change it. Anybody will do that.
Thank you, Honorable Moriais P. Waylee, Representative, Grand Juliet County, where the Honorable is here to talk about his the prolonged detention of his specimen by this Ellen Johnson-Sullivan government. We are also talking about dual citizenship, no care, unemployment, nepotism, TRC reports, and other political issues taking place in our country. With that, we're going to take the next one. The next one will come from 6727. What's your take?
Yeah. I realize that most of the representatives and senators are very good speakers, and they really can impress us when they come on the line. We really congratulate them for that. And Honorable, I want to find out from you. You represent a great county of Grand Juliet. I want to know, besides the human rights issue that you are raising for your people, in which you are right 100%, how is the other human rights issue, especially the rural condition from Montreal to Grand Juliet? Then later on we can talk about the healthcare and the general development of your county. Are you guys getting the full banana or the banana peeling?
I like that. Yeah, the issue of the road is paramount to order us here because, we from the southeast, we, as vacation come, we have to go home. But unfortunately for us, when it is raining, the road is very bad. But the few times, I think they try to patch the road, and so there's a bus they call NTA that leave from here to Zuedru. At least it can spend a day between in the morning hour to evening hour. But we're looking on again to see, as the rainy season we're already inside, to see whether the road here will be good. But they say they made some repairs. Of course, I was there also. I drove from here to Zuedru. I drove from here all the way to Konabo. And I think it's a bit better, but I'm still thinking that when the rain comes, we may still get in our situation. And we continue to pray, to ask the government and other people to see that this...
The Honorable, we just lost the Honorable. I guess his minute, he has to lower his minute again. When... it's always an hour. After every hour, they have to reload their minutes. So he has been with us for more than 2 hours, so he has to reload again and come back for his closing statement. So, yeah, just bear with us. I know the Honorable is going to come on. So let's go back to Blama Colley because he has... Mr. Colley?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
you have dual citizenship. So while the Honorable is not with us, will you just tell why you think dual citizenship is an essential thing?
Oh, why do I think dual citizenship? Yeah, first of all, I used to be one of the guys who first emotionally attacked the issue because I've always been a nationalist, but I decided to sit back and relax and take a real close look because when I look at my country, the size of my country, the population of my country, it serves as a challenge to know that if you got a small house and your small house can be developed, and you look at a mansion, and you appreciate that main mansion every day, you go to visit the main mansion, but your little house, you're not developing your house. That's my concern. We keep playing too much politics, Mr. Moderator, with our country, and not sensible politics. And just let me just wrap it up. You see, Liberian people, we're big bluff guys, and we don't know how to bluff. Soon they chop us down, we sit right there. Let me tell you about this guy. He's a Kepurakuto. This senior senator of Lufa County. He wasn't eloquent, but you saw how he cajoled the politicians in Liberia. You saw how he cajoled Liberia. So I just want to put it, let me put it this way. We should accept dual citizenship with no precondition. I just told him, Mr. Moderator, and our representative, he looks skeptical, he looks shaky. He's not too defined. I respect you and be listening, you kill it. But I don't see what you're really leaning. Because when you say vacation, Mr. Moderator, most of our senators will be ready to run away and come to America, yeah? Instead of going to that respected country. Because the rules are not good. They all feel they're going to America. They can't let me know it. The only way in America, I'm calling for America, they all come in me. I can see that me watching them. Instead of going to Grand Island, Lofa County, Nima County, they go to Agriculture Project, they all run and come to America here. So they get real sick, they don't go to JFK because the place is smelly. They go to Ghana. And tell me how much medical visit costs. We should encourage Joseph Solo, Tambatera, whatever kind of name you call it for Foya or Grandeur, whatever kind of boozing you can call them, to open your arms, let open your arms to all the professionals. Because we need them. I heard you mention what people want to pay mortgages. Look how I'm going to pay mortgages for being marshals in Liberia and the zero corruption. That's a human factor. The issue of citizenship, only be looked at by most people from the political standpoint and from the side that so far the areas for the year America, Liberia, America. But we should be proud. So I'm saying against the background now, we should consider economic benefits. Liberia are not bad people. We have one major incident in our country, which is the war. But look at it today. It seems like though we had nothing going on. We're just trying to put actions together. So I feel we got good heart. If we got good heart, we should have good heart towards sustainability. So, no Liberia, as you said, Honorable, American men should be worried, say, oh, they keep on Liberia doing what they keep here, they say, what citizen will give to them. The man got no problem you come to be a citizen here. He ain't worried about what's going on in your country. So why should you worry who getting the end benefit? Why should you worry who getting the end benefit? Because if I got a house today, I got a company in Liberia, I feel secure to have a company in Liberia. And let me tell you one thing. Some of your representatives over there, some of our lawmakers, they're not really educated to the level.
Hello?
You have, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Melvin?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry, this time is up. Go ahead. The line was open. That's why. Go ahead, BK. Go ahead, Blama.
Yeah, you just got me to lose my tongue. What I was trying to say here is that at the end of the day, it is who benefits. Look at America today. Honorable, look at America today. What has developed America? In fact, the Irishman is considered American, the real American. They made from Ireland. They're Britain. They are the people out here. They're nice. Anybody can be citizen in this country here. But Liberia, that ain't underdeveloped. We got nothing. Look at our city, how it's filthy. It's a shame. When you descend into your own airport, or we're there, we're pushing away people that got knowledge. We're trying to discourage professional out here that we don't even have. Now, let's talk about job and qualification. Why should you be involved in hiring somebody? Now, I see people I feel like, what's the issue? We go, police will go like, no, we can't do this. Why should the minister be involved in hiring somebody? You, Mr. Honorable, what business do you have to go and hire somebody? That's not your job. That's a job of civil service. I say, we're not educated in that country. Or we pretend everything we know. And then nobody, and not even the president responsible, the president responsible, only a point. But in your office, study position, become an
call it a secretary. That's not fair. That's not fair, sir. That's why you got the civil service administration. But poor and fair, they want to keep living in that old turkey life, stay food and burn people, while the people stay suffering, they stay right to capital head and continue to kill that country. So, Your Honor, let's get that corrected. It's not your business to hire anybody. Well confident, wow. That's not the hiring process should be set apart from anyone direct intervention. That's what I want to say, Chief. Thank you again, from my colleague.
Yes, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Big Odom. You don't remember Big Odom?
I think we're just gonna have to wrap it up here because it's more than 2 minutes. The Honorable has not called, so we're gonna have a few people chatting on the issue of dual citizenship. So, have you learned it, caller? That's funny.
Who, man?
Yes.
Yeah. What's up, Sean? Yeah, Mr. Moriais, I just made my point on that. I was trying to answer the program, and then you two can propagate a message, and we in Liberia, America, can try to take our time with our own emotion to express to the people what it means, what it will mean for the common good of us as Liberia, even the diaspora in Liberia, the issue of dual citizenship. Let's put that citizenship in there and look at Liberia going back home to help the country. That's what I think.
Thank you, caller. Ladies and gentlemen, it being a while, the Honorable has not joined us, so we are going to take a few more calls here on dual citizenship, and then we'll have to call it a quit tonight and come by another time. And we will establish contact with Honorable Alfonso Gay from Grand Judah County, and ask the Honorable as well. We have started that process, so as soon as we get a green light from them, we'll let you guys know when they are coming on. So, on the issue of dual citizenship is a dedicated issue. Many people are for and some are against it. So let's see what this person has to say on that note. That caller will be caller 2318.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity. As you said, this is a very sensitive issue here. And I hear some Liberians who are here in favor, some against, and some giving reasons. And some giving statistics that are not even factual, but anyway, everybody has the right to their opinion. Our fellow were talking about some Liberians that have been here 20 years, 30 years, and what have you. Dual citizenship for Liberia at this time is very paramount. Why? If you look at the different groups of Liberians that came to the States, the group of Liberians that came here during the war, or because of the war, are the most progressive Liberian group we got in the diaspora today. I mean, in the U.S. today. Most of the Liberians that came in our group are the Liberians that are going back regularly, trying to build some of their businesses and what have you going on over there. So when we talking or we're trying to lump Liberians up, we should try to differentiate what group we're talking about here, although the dual citizenship will cover everyone else. The idea of people who are afraid where people live in the States and go see money and corruption, that whole idea is just is a fallacy. Why? I can name you more than 10 Liberians that are filthy rich from stealing government money. They were on travel ban. Some of them never has seen America before I even talk about had the opportunity to come here. Before I even talk about green card. Liberians in nature, we are just corrupt no matter where we are. PA in America, PA in Liberia. So the whole idea of people trying to talk about, we shouldn't do it because of corruption or because of patriotism or because of loyalty and nationalism. There is nothing America wants to know about Liberia that you already know. America does not need us here as dual citizens to get information from Liberia. Your very president is a puppet to the American government. Your very House of Representatives and Senators are all puppets to the American government. All the American embassy needs to do is say, I will not give you a visa. Every one of them will tell them what they want. So why are we trying to talk about loyalty here? When everyone leaving the country going overseas for medical treatment, why they can't let them there and go take the treatment with JFK if they're so patriotic? That's not what we should be arguing here. If Liberia wants total reconciliation, as everyone has said they want, there can be no total reconciliation in Liberia without the problem of dual citizenship being addressed. We understand that there will be some give and take. We know. I don't expect someone who holds American passport to be president of Liberia. I don't. Common sense tells you that. But we have to be very careful how we address this thing. And those are all I know, a lot of emotional flow when we get ready to talk about it. It's true some of you are fortunate you're keen after Liberia got settled, you're keen, and you're going to school, so you're able to have that opportunity to say, well, send Liberia, okay, I go to school and I will go right back because I will not take American citizenship. Some of you were fortunate. But some of us left when the war was really hot and there was no sign or anything going on. We had to make decisions to put food on the table. So let us consider these things and know that we cannot achieve any genuine reconciliation without addressing this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. We're going to take the next one, and then next one will come from caller Harris Duet. Caller Duet? Caller Duet? Duet, are you there? Harris Duet? Duet? Okay, Duet just moved. I think he wants to listen. Let's go to caller 0212. 0212. Denny. Is that Daniel? Caller, are you there? Okay. That caller doesn't want to be a part of it, so let's go to this caller here. Let's go to caller 54951.
Mr. Moderator, thank you so much. Like everybody talk about the dual citizenship is very paramount, like everybody been saying. Well, I just want to go with what the brother from Minnesota just said. Dual citizenship is something that right now Liberia we are not mature to endorse. Let me name myself clear. I am the honorable son. The honorable I just left the room. I'm in the U.S. and studying. Dual citizenship is people in America, they are already get tied down with bills. And they're trying to use Liberia like fun that they see both in the Congo people they back this. People go Liberia to send money overseas. People go Liberia to make it to get our mortgages paid off. So dual citizenship, before we can even discuss dual citizenship, we got a lot of things to put in place. We got a lot of systems to sell up. If those systems are set up where nobody will just dish our money and send it overseas, then we can have a dual citizenship. Let's look at it this way. I got my family overseas. I got my wife, my children, and my mortgages is like $1,500 a month. And the Liberian government only pay me $800. How am I going to pay for the case stuff? So if I'm working over there, I'm going to do everything possible to get our $1,500 plus to send it to the children. That will bring more corruption. So if only we can leave dual citizenship right now and deal with the other holes that we can close like. Nobody want to deny somebody their natural right. If you're born in Liberia, you are Liberian. But if you live there and get a citizenship, then live there and work. Because the geographical location has impact on everybody. If you work in America here, they're going to pay according to how you live here. Because they know you're going to pay $1,500 for your what they call. But the Liberian government and Liberia is labeled as one of the poorer countries. So why would somebody have an apartment that costs $1,500 and want to work in Liberia where the government can afford to pay you that $1,500? So if we look at dual citizenship, we should look at it in a very careful manner because dual citizenship, nobody wants to deny somebody their natural right. It's right, like you go back. But on debate, we don't know people's intention, and we don't want to be doing guess and choose or guess and what I call try and error. So now Liberia, I think we are not really prepared for dual citizenship until we can get a real system that works for everybody. The system that will be able to stop people from dishing out money sending it overseas. The system that will make somebody, if you are Liberians and you have a dual citizenship that you integrate or you carry all your children back to Liberia, you'll be living there and paying that $750, then that will work.
But right now, people are looking for dual citizenship so they can use that means to exploit our country. For me, if I get a citizenship, I'm going to live here and work here because this is America. America has a lot of opportunity. We know the diaspora, in the Liberian, in the diaspora, we have Liberia a lot of sending money back. Yes, that's correct. But how many Liberians work here now? If a Liberian work at least in making $2,000 a month. And if you go by Liberia, there is no way that you make $2,000 a month. And you got all your family over here. So why would you want to be a citizen on that side and be a citizen on this side? So we got to be decisive. If I want to be a citizen for Liberia, let me go back and be a citizen over there and make that $700 and see my kids. If I'm a citizen in the U.S., let me be supported to my country and renew and work because, like I said, geographical location has impact on everybody. So now, if like the brother from Minnesota just said, he alluded to that. If it does dual citizenship in Liberia, we will continue to remain the poorer country in Liberia because anybody who has story here will definitely send money back here. And you cannot live in a poor country and send money in a rich country. It doesn't make sense. So dual citizenship is not really something that I'm not opposing it. They should pass it, but we should reach the appropriate time before it can be passed. We should have some system put in place that will safeguard the country if we do have a dual citizenship. But now where corruption is reaching at the peak and we want to bring people to what they call it's not the time yet. Dual citizenship is not the time for us to discuss it. We got a lot of important issues in Liberia to discuss more than dual citizenship. If you come here during the crisis, that's right. Like the brother just said, some people came here when Liberia really, really going on the skirts, and you don't have no choice. You don't even know your future at then. You don't know if Liberia will be stable or Liberia will be needed there. So you have the right to choose your citizenship and get more benefit because in America, if you have a citizenship, you got some priority. So those are taking, I think, they are not bad. They never did it because they want to be U.S. citizen or to boast of it, but they did it because they were constrained. But at this time, let we all be patient. Let we all get the best idea that we can safeguard those that are waiting to go back and get true citizenship. And remember, the United States immigration law does not recognize dual citizenship. So if you go back Liberia and you become citizen, then we got to tell the people that you are citizen so that you can automatically lose the other one. Because you don't want to be working on a cover. They will not know your true intention. So, for dual citizenship, my stand is, we're not ready yet until we can meet up with the tax. But for now, the country is vulnerable. People use every means to get money from the country. If you're taking money from the old lady, giving it to the young guy, it's hard. You got to take money from the young guy and give it to the old lady. So if you live with a young guy, be there and work. Things are fine. Help the old lady. So for other years, like the Honorable Judge said, those that went down, they gave good example. Like, we don't have to worry. The Liberians don't have to worry about who you're going to play your allegiance to. That's correct. But here it is. Individuals don't know people, man. And when it comes to job, Liberia not pay nobody. I don't care how you get a PhD. Liberia does not have the money to be paying you $50,000 a month. Or let me just not exaggerate. Liberia does not have the money to pay you $2,500 a month. And when you leave
are you trying to say that this administration is not paying any government? There's not a single person in this government that is making that amount? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I want to say because I'm looking at to where we fall. So if the government pays people $2,500, that means you are an engineer and you want to take in your project because on the civil service list, no Liberian minister or whatsoever not supposed to receive $2,000 United States dollars. It doesn't say. Even the president's salary does not reach that amount. Because those days when the Constitution was drafted, they were paying people in U.S. dollar case should be $500. The president. That's a higher paying rate. So now, like, as time goes by, everything changes. So if I live in America and want to be a dual citizenship, it's great. Like, my patriotism is erased. How well am I going to be patriotic? I got my children. Let's forget about America. But your family is your first concern in life. And if you leave your family and work in Liberia, it's your moral obligation to send back something to this family. Okay, let's look at where you're working. You work in Liberia. You're not making $2,500, and your bill here is $1,500. So let's leave the dual citizenship until we can reach there. Secondly, the Honorable was talking about nepotism. Nepotism is something that right now, like, English is dynamic. As time goes by, definition changes. So nepotism is kind of a little bit hard, but we got to find a means to guide it, because everybody in Liberia go to school to benefit tomorrow or to serve their country. Not because you got 3 brothers in your family, they are all qualified, then they should, what they call, no. You got to mix them. But people will ask me about a question like, you compare 2 qualifications. Definitely you take it.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you at time permit, please. Let's go to somebody, or just wrap it up a little bit. Then we go to the next person, please.
All right. I appreciate that. I will stand by.
Okay, thank you for that understanding. Let's go to this issue is a very serious issue. I know there will always be people who would support it, and some would say no to it. So let's see what the caller has and what he has to say. That's 2879.
Yes. How you guys doing? This is Julius Banto calling from Providence, Rhode Island. The issue. Hello.
Yes, we are listening. Everyone is listening.
Yeah.
Julius, are you there? Julius, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Julius? Yes. Go
Okay,
ahead.
you guys getting me?
Yes.
Okay, the issue of dual citizenship. No, it is pathetic. It's so sad for people to feel that we want to deny them of their alienable rights. For me, my saying is, you have denounced. So you have no right again in Liberia according to the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. You understand what I'm saying? What we are saying here is you have pledged your allegiance to the United States of America. It is not because some of us just came and we are green card holder. We are looking at the organic law of the land, the Constitution. You understand me? What we are saying here is this issue of dual citizenship entails a lot of discussion because it is critical, it is germane, and it involves national consensus. The whole nation has to approve the issue of dual citizenship. You need to go to do amendment in the Constitution. You need to do referendum, and people can vote. The same way they vote for their president, they vote for representatives, the same way. We are not denying our brothers their right. But you should also understand that you have neglected, you have forgone that right. You guys got to define the word nationalistic and patriotism. Let's define that word. If you are a patriotic Liberian and you keep in this country and you love your country, that's part of the situation by home. That's part of the circumstances by home. You will stand by your country. But you have denounced. You have neglected. And you pledge your patriotism to the United States of America. Let me be sincere. The Liberian Constitution do not encourage dual citizenship. It doesn't encourage that. So you guys gotta be very hello?
Yes, we are listening. Go ahead.
All right, you guys gotta be very, very careful on how you people speak as if to say we deny you of your right. It is no longer your right. You are no longer a Liberian. You are no longer, you have to get it clear. So even if you're making an appeal for amendment in Constitution, for referendum, for people to vote in your interest, there should be a way that you will say it to people. Like the other time when the Secretary General of CDC came on, he said it is critical. It is forbidden. It is not in the law. But this is how you can go about it. And before we be approved, it requires people in Liberia to vote that. And let me tell you the message in Liberia right now. The people in Liberia strongly believe that people coming from America to steal the wealth of the country to come back here. So if you will sit here and say that people in America are building Liberia alone, I'm not saying that people are not building homes. But we in Liberia started building homes before he came to the country. Before I could come to this country, I have built 2 houses of my own. One is Ocala Junction, one is in Dwaza. I never came to America before I did them. And money never came to America for me to do that. I built this country through my own cement depot right in the city of Liberia, in Monrovia. So you guys can understand. Go to the dictionary today and define the word patriotism and define the word nationalism. It is no longer your right. It is no longer your right. You had that right when you were born, when you came to this country. You denounce that right. You denounce that right.
Okay.
And it is not U.S. citizens that go over there to go and vote the national referendum. It is the Liberians that are going to vote. And the Liberians said they don't want it. I don't care how you cry over there, it won't happen. Because overnight the law, maybe you're going to pass it. It requires amendments. It requires national consensus. It requires the whole nation to vote. So the issue of dual citizenship is not something that somebody will come and threaten people here. To be very frank, you're going to be persuasive. We ourselves here today are speaking those things. We are saying it because we understand the law, we respect the Constitution, and this is where we stand from. This is where we came from.
Okay.
But it is no longer a right. Don't see it as your right. It is not your right. It is not the right of it's not even your prerogative now to even go to Liberia. Anything you want to do here, you can do it in America. Because if you indeed you love that country and you are a patriotic and nationalistic citizen, I think you should hold to that citizenship. That's for what's our condition. I'm a person that in 3 years time I could apply for citizenship if I wish, but I don't want it. I will continue to renew my green card. Because why? I love my country and I will hold the allegiance to my country. People came here those days when we were fighting. Other people came here, all status, they work. Even when you get a green card before you become citizen, you can work. The green card indicates that you are a legal resident in the United States of America. You can travel anywhere and go and come back in America. So that doesn't mean that you can be citizen of the United States first before you have opportunity to go out and come in. No. So you guys have to understand when it comes to dual citizenship. And the issue of dual citizenship will never, ever threaten the peace in Liberia. So it has nothing to do with national reconciliation. Let me just tell you, the national reconciliation in Liberia we're talking about is Liberians that have to reconcile themselves. They're not people who are American.
Okay.
It is our in-house problem. It's Liberians that have their own problem. You are once Liberians. You have come overseas and denounced the citizenship of the Republic of Liberia. So what you think? What will be your effort in our peace process again? You are not Liberian, you are American citizens. So it has nothing to do with our peace process. It can never threaten our peace process. We Liberians will take decision on it at the definite time we want it to be. So the issue of dual citizenship, my brother, you people can be very, very persuasive, and you people can be moderate. I am going to handle this because it involves national consensus. I'm very serious about this. Because look, we got to set example. Let me just tell you this: we have to set example.
Julius,
the other time when the Senator Finley was on air, and when I explained that, what he said, don't do it. Don't leave your citizenship. Don't do it. Because why? When you hold to the citizenship of your country, that's a proud. That's not you. That you've been nationalistic. You've been patriotic. All right. You don't have to be citizen in the United States before you even go to school. Green card holder, they can give you grants. They can give you loans.
Allow me, caller, please allow me to take other callers. So
okay. So in summary, we feel for you guys. We empathize with you. We are in empathy with you people, but it should be done the right way. And let nobody feel that they can force people to go to vote this thing or to pass it over. Even the House now have the right now until we do national referendum. Thank you.
Thank you, Julius. That was Julius. Anti-dual citizenship. That's a huge problem here. Let's go to caller 6727. 6727? Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think about dual citizenship? Is time right or not?
I think it's right because it helps to improve the country. And right now, Liberia is in the deplorable situation. And we on this side who are citizens can contribute a lot if we are given a chance. So, and some of us became citizens at least to be in a good position here in order to help our country. So I don't think it's a crime. So I think that we are Liberians. I don't care how they think about it. So I see the government should reconsider that constitution they wrote in 1986 and write a new one, allowing us to get enjoy our franchise.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, caller. Let's go to caller 9742. What do you think of it? Is the time right or not? 9742.
Oh, 9742 is Danny. I'm calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yes, go ahead.
When it comes to the issue of dual citizenship, I think it's legal. I think a lot of this argument will not pay much. We need to leave the whole framework with the legal, people to sort it out. We can make a political decision on this. It's legal.
And the government in Liberia should craft a policy that will guide, and I think there are a lot of benefits which the Liberians, we ourselves can get. And I think we should take all emotion out of it and personal interest out of it, and let it be resolved through a legal framework. That's my contribution.
Thank you, caller. We're going to just make one round. Each person will have a say here, and then we'll call it quick tonight. So let's go to caller Polly.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I pray for this show to live forever. This is the centerpiece of our intellectual thoughts in America, and this is our brain fountain. I listen keenly to one other brother. I'm not a good listener, but I think for the first time, I'm real listener. I think he's from Rhode Island. Brother, I listen to everything you said. But you say you're a nationalist, you're so smart. I won't make that brain nowhere because I think I already know smart. If you say you're a nationalist, why you stuck? Why you got stuck? You guys are stuck in America here. You should be in Liberia, Mr. Nationalist. You should be in America and then you're talking against our country. I agree. I'm from Liberia, I'm American here. But then you're stuck in a country, you're making money in a country, and then you run your mouth. And you can't go back to Liberia, now I want to go and develop. You envious. You say it's out of country, and this is just 3 years ago. That's a blatant lie. And now, with no disrespect to the audience, everybody in life can want to pursue. Everybody in life, look, we have to, first of all, you make a mess from Rhode Island. You don't want to let country screw up. That's a reconciliation. Go and check what they call reconciliation. When you come on a show to talk, we can know where you got coming from when you all start sweating when you're talking. Because you're talking with emotion. And then you feel like you don't listen to yourself. If I was too nationalist, I'll be saying my country, I'll not be here for 2-3 years. Because I love my country. I will just open last minute depot and make sure I can expand last minute depot and help Liberia to get a job. But I'm not going to let a country that says I allow me to come to the country as a resident, and then he says he wants to go to my country to help to be. No. I have Liberia today. And I say that's only for you, Mr. Man from Rhode Island, is a slap. It's very wrong and sheer ignorance that somebody will be sitting in America here and see that people want to go to Liberia, they want to go and go pay mortgages here, they want to go and go steal. Have you gone back to Liberia and see what they call and see the definition of stealing? The very who say that they want to do more stealing. And you got to put in America here who got caught and clean hearts. And they got different group of people that discuss the citizenship business. Look, I tell you one thing, some of our parents go to school. But they struggle and they everything to sell the school without everything. In fact, they don't want to give credit to. They don't want to say, we call them the educated ones. So when we're talking, we have to be careful. They want to be educated. We have to be very careful who's educated because the ones that are not educated, they don't want to give up education so they get the credit. But they don't want to say carefully. So we're very, very lucky in America here. The guys who here say want to do business, they get business abroad. But some of the very guys who refuse to go to school here. And there are people who go to school here and want to go back to Liberia. Some of the other guys. And I mean it. Some of the other say for anything. Who cares when you're in Liberia, you build house? Because you're still looking for people. You're selling over there. You can't put on here and they'll sell. And how you pay 2 houses. But I know for small players selling with the profit margin, I know they will take you to pay 2 houses. And let me get to the next one. Some of us who want to go to Liberia are engineers. We are business minded. We got families in Liberia. That's why we want to go back to Liberia. Because we are really solid. That's why we want to go back home. But then we say, okay, nationally, you're saying you're people, you're the CEO of the created. Then maybe I can go to scrap. You know what they call scrap? To go pick up refrigerators, go say, I can do in America, recycle. So I'm not condemning anybody. But you're going to say, let's go back home. Don't say money yet. In America yet. Don't say money yet. And see how your are suffering. Don't say that you need telling the government for people on the beautiful road there, when your parents are suffering in the ground here. Let's go back home, Mr. Patriot. Let's go back home, Mr. Nationalist. Let's go back home. Everybody's corrupt. Everyone's corrupt. If you like General is corrupt. So stop pointing fingers. And let's have the envy in Liberia. There's too much envy. People, I'm saying in America here. Yes, I will tell you it. And I went to school in America here, and I want to go back to Liberia. You know what I'm saying? We know I ain't fighting nothing. You don't want to fight yourselves. Because you are jealous. Because we are very, very jealous of having a country develop, but I will still like our country, national America. You should 3 years ago, go back to Mr. Raw Allen, Mr. Patriot, Mr. Smiley. But when you say Raw Allen, when you should be a country, Mr. Nationalist, I want to call myself nationalism. God bless America because you raise and I don't know jobs. You can't go meet from America who are poor American here, while in local country who left here and want to teach and work. Why is let America to go work in Liberia? Why is America to work in mine and construction in Liberia and left for Canada and left for America? Yeah? They don't have money to say. But if you come here, the challenge is who? Come and get capital. Or come and get education. You can take the money back to Liberia, or you can take the education back to Liberia. And you can compete and play your country. That's how I look at it, brother. And that's the true definition of nationalism. Now, look at how with American citizen, he got PhD. Look at America, he got PhD. You know what money he's making here? And not just for money. It's a contribution he's making to the society. And that's the intrinsic aspect we're looking at. Not what kind of emotional little thing he's talking about. You having two cement, you build 2 houses, you are sitting back on cement. Who really cares? I don't care. Care for knowledge of Liberia. Go back as a medical doctor. Go and get a treatment to Liberia. Go and restore the infrastructure of Liberia. Take your brain to Liberia. Stop the envy. You're not envy the only people in Liberia. You don't envy the only people in Liberia. And you screw up your resources, but you hear them, sir. Check out Mr. Patriot, Mr. Nationalist for Raw Island. All the black people go to Mura, they are looking at real nationalists. I want to go back and become more 2 nationalists. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Colo, can you try to now? Can you summarize it? Then we go to another.
It's all. I don't want to get back to here. I'm very sorry. Thank you very much. That's all I'm saying. I said, nationalism, patriotism, go back and contribute. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Let's go to the next person. The next person will be caller 4263. We are going down the list. 4263. Do you want to have a say here? Omega wants to listen. Let's go to caller 1232. 1232.
Hold on. Yeah, D, please hold on a second. Yeah, I just want to make comment on the guy we just now from talking pertaining to dual citizenship in that place. Hold on. Okay, so I want to ask a guy here who was just talking against the guy that why he's dual citizen, this and that, he's educated, he paid to smell. You know, this guy have interest in your country. But he's trying to tell us the only way he can contribute towards the society in Liberia to get towards his citizenship. No. There are a lot of people here with green card. They're developing our country. They're creating jobs. Like the senator or representative said earlier today, people that came in 19 during the war time, they're the one really, really doing good in our place there. But there are a lot of people came in this country since 1978, 1979. They how to do here to go on the internet, criticize the government, but they not contribute towards the country. Nothing. Mock at the government all day. Yeah, people say they even place there collecting money, lying on the government. What the government got to do? Keep everybody job? No. We have limitation. The government has limitation hiring people. They reach there, they stop. They do what they want to do for the country. I'm not saying for any Johnson government. I against any Johnson government, but she trying her best. But the most corrupt people from in Liberia there, like the people from the country. No matter they found some of them, but they were here before. The people can go steal 10,000, 15,000. First of all, they look at in the situation. They know they are out to weed from here. We know how to steal. They put them down that block. They don't know the system, but we know the system. But the country is not permitting us to steal or to steal. So the only means to get down there to get to us citizens want to steal, we'll steal officially. We can make for here. We are doing everything. We can work there. We work here. What a question?
So is that the only point? That's the end of it. Because from my end, I see this issue as a divided. People are we are divided, Liberians are divided on this issue. And I think one of the things that we should be talking about is whether this government or any other government in Liberia, if and only if we want to accept this dual citizenship, we should look at that strong law that will prosecute people. Despite of wherever they go. If they run to Brazil, they run to Germany, Germany run to Burkina Faso, wherever they go. Whenever somebody is involved in corruption, that person should be prosecuted. But that's another side of it. And then the other side can also be, when you look at people who are talking about dual citizenship, they are making an argument just as though who are against it. The argument here we should be looking at also is, America is a great nation today because of its multicultural society. When you have a group of people coming together, they bring different ideas to the table. And what that does is it takes the country from down to a certain level. You need a strong law. I'm not in favor or I'm not against it. But what I'm saying is that, from my only looking at it, is that whatever we do, we should look at it both ways. We should look at it. If it is good for Liberia, what are the good sides and what are the bad sides? And when we choose whatever side we go, we should not forget some of us are in America today because of America's multiculturalism. I said, not being for that, you and I wouldn't be here. There's no way we could be here sitting and talking on this phone. It's because of people. Some of them came from India that brought this setup conference, that brought this thing that multiple people can communicate miles away. That people, some of them are not even American. So we should look at our side too. At the same time, we should also look at the issue of corruption. That there are a lot of people who have left this place, appointed by Madame Salih, that have gone over there only to come home with huge sum of money. That's another good side of it. So from that point, we're going to take this call, caller 3662. What do you think? Caller 336. Yes, go ahead, Johnson.
Okay, yes, all right. Yes, I want to go to the nepotism first, then I come to the dual citizenship. Just briefly. Liberians, when we talk about nepotism, they make the point. And sometimes they compare an incident that occurred in one American's presidency, like John F. Kennedy. Kennedy took his brother, Robert, as Attorney General. And the reason for this is to create a condition where the black man who has been denied every possibility for progress, education, economic, political. And so, since the Attorney General serves as a twin mother, he chose his brother. Go and deliver the message of freedom to the black people. If he had taken his brother to Ministry of Finance or Department of Finance in the United States, they would have the legislature would have rejected that. Similarly, if the president takes his son to be at the top of the oil, which is nothing but money, 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 then people have problems. Then it is nepotism, nothing else. Okay, let's come to dual citizenship. Dual citizenship, I don't see it as an institution of corruption, because those who term themselves as patriots in Liberia are the ones who have made a country poor. They were not dual citizens and be dual citizens. Those who took the iron ore money and leave the country poor, there are no roads, no education, no water, no electricity. Those who crafted the policy for fast food robber were not dual citizens. They made our people to work for 2 cents for 1 hour. 2 cents per hour. They knew why they did it. But they were not dual citizens. I mean, they were not citizens or dual citizenship that made them to did what it did to our people. I mean, to do what it did to our people. You see? So the question is not when you become a dual citizen, you go to Liberia to steal. All the stealing that have been going on, are they dual citizens? See? So the argument here is not that people become dual citizens so that they can steal Liberia. I mean, steal from Liberia. People who have made Liberia as a money making plantation are not dual citizens. You see, they are not dual citizens, and dual citizens is being rejected by some people simply because it opens the eyes. It will open the eyes of the people. The people will see their social and political place and question. But most of the people in Liberia are blind, so there are people who want to keep them remain blind. Because dual citizenship is an exposure. It's economic exposure, educational exposure, political exposure, cultural exposure. That's why people don't want it. And it will be. Because there are a lot of people who are on the side of dual citizenship. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. We're going to go to the next one. The next one is going to go to caller 2318. We're going to take a few more, so just wait.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the opportunity once more. Let me just briefly touch on nepotism because that's not my major area there. One of the problems of nepotism in Liberia and the reason why I personally feel that it would not be addressed the way it should be, because the entire government, including the legislature, are all engulfed in nepotism. All these senators and representatives are allowed to have a certain number of staff. And I can tell you 90% of these people, I would say 100% of them, got their direct relatives working in those positions. So they cannot be the one breaking the law and at the same time trying to fix it. So I wish Liberia luck, but I don't see much going on with it. The issue of dual citizenship, if you just listen to the kind of anger people express when they talk about it, against it. If you listen to the senator that said he preferred to give a Western businessman citizenship of Liberia, unlike the Liberians in America, those are just common factors to let you know that the whole idea of dual citizenship, people are not even debating it on facts. They're debating it on grudge. They're debating it on petty jealousy. They're debating it on just being low-minded. There's an international organization that did a study on Liberia, and they said most of the reason why these things they dual citizenship people are anti it because of petty jealousy at the end of the day. Because people got NGOs and international organizations in Liberia would quicker hire someone with a Western degree versus somebody with a degree even from Nigeria. If you go on Front Page Africa and read it, they got a report there. Now, people talk about patriotism. The brother from Rhode Island, he talked about his investment and what have you. I think yesterday, he made mention his wife is a citizen, which is good. I showed that how he came here. Now, Liberia is okay. There is no war in Liberia. LU is great. LU got 2 graduations a year. He says he's doing political science. LU got one of the strongest political science departments because all Liberians like politics. Why can't this brother stay in Liberia and show solidarity to LU and stay there and graduate from LU because he's a nationalistic person? People misuse words because they are available to them. You don't question someone's nationalism and nationalistic status when it comes to Liberia. Some of us took positions to put in a better position to put Liberia forward. For example, if I have to negotiate with America, for example, on security, I will not sit there and let them give me junk because why? I have been a part of the system. My citizenship allowed me to reach a certain depth of the system to know what I can get, what I cannot get. And the other brother that said America does not represent dual citizenship, I don't know where the people come from with their ideas. Research before you talk. You don't know who are on the line. And there are people, Michelle Bachmann, for example, or representative in the state of Minnesota, just relinquished her Swiss passport when she was running for president. So I don't know where you guys come from, all the ideas. I understand some of you are anti. You talk about people supporting their family here. I can name a bunch of people who don't even have green card that are supporting their people here. For example, Kofi Woods have a house right in St. Paul. He's a transparent person. He doesn't have even green card. He got a family here. Fanny Samoka, well, all those guys, they don't have even green card before I talk about citizenship. They all have homes here. They got family here that they support. And all those senators and representatives talking about, they keep sending their wives and children here for school. Their wives just to give birth. Why are they sending their wives here to give birth knowing that the kid will be an American kid? Then you won't sit down and question somebody's patriotism. It's sad. It's just outright envy. Some of you don't have citizenship right now. I understand. Because if I would have left Liberia, let's say 2 years ago, and with a political ambition, of course, if I came to the U.S., I would have taken citizenship because I left Liberia okay. And I just came to whip my degree and go back. That is understandable. But not a case where I left my country in one short transit with a unity on, found myself here, found myself facing opportunity that only require me to become a citizen to be able to get. And I will say, oh, no, because somebody say, I don't feel Liberia. Some of us got people employed in Liberia. Some of us got people employed. Not because people don't come on the air and talk about how many this they got, how many that they got. Some of us make trips to Liberia 2-3 times a year. We got people on salary. Where does my illusion lie? Where? A passport that can be taken from me. Just if I commit anything, I got to do a treason. I lost my citizenship. Why are we acting like we are so patriotic? We love Liberia so much when we only say any other envy. But let me tell you one thing. Let me leave one thing with you all tonight. Ambassador Linda Greenfield, the former U.S. ambassador to Liberia, made a remark when she went to one of the graduations in Liberia. She said, Liberia will not, I repeat, will not achieve her full potential with all her children coming back home. She said, yes, it's good to be graduated as an engineer in America. Yes, it's good to graduate as a medical doctor. Yes. But America does not need you as compared to Liberia needs you. Those were her direct words. The same Americans told us they were going to allow the war to reach Monrovia, we're going to go 100 years back. We took it for fun. Here we are today. These people are saying these things from statistical point of view. They know that we are the one that can make the difference. It's not everyone coming who does steal. I don't think everyone who holds passport here is a criminal. I don't think so. She said it because she knows that the expertise needed to take Liberia to the next level, that her sons and daughter already have them. Be a you scream, be a you shout, be a or envy. If it don't happen during the administration, it will happen during the next. Dual citizenship will be approved. I can guarantee all haters on the line today, it will be approved. Through normal legal process, it will be approved. It might not be every time, but it will be approved. Because the survivor of Liberia, the total reconciliation of Liberia, hinge on this. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Let's go to caller 0210. Do you want to have a say here, or we should move on? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I will unmute first. My point of view here on the dual citizenship, I see no reason of which some people come over here with anger, and this is an issue that will be handled by the government. Even if it comes to the time of approval, you and I may not even be there. So I see the reason that we will sit here to argue. It is truth. I respect everybody's viewpoint and the point of view, but the fact here is many of us here, we came here on different levels. Some came here during the normal time, some came here during the war, when we were very bad. And if you look at the situation, the way you enter or the way you leave the country, if you go somewhere that you're going to get rescued, it can make you to put yourself into anything because you just want to survive. It doesn't mean that, well, if for example, if you leave your house, for example, you leave your house caught on fire, everything into it boiling, and you live in it, and somebody out there is saying, hey man, you know what? I get a house here, but I just need $2 for you. And somebody volunteered to give you the $2, you're going to hold it because, and just promise me that you'll not go back to that house again. You're going to accept it. Just think about common sense. And so, there are a lot of stuff that happens. So I ain't see no reason why some people come with alcohol. There's not every one of us here. We have good intention for our country, no matter whether you're USA or not. We all have good intention for the country. And it is true, those people leave for years, go just to accomplish a mission, or maybe to accomplish, to pay off their debt, to pay all their mortgages and stuff. But there are some here that still living having the heart of Liberia and to go there to rebuild it. So, and there are many of us here, we try to go to school, we try to do a lot of stuff, we get some degree and stuff, and we have the intention of going back home to help our people. We are all here, so we live right here. It is true, before in Liberia, we don't have a lot of qualified people, but now I believe we have a lot of qualified people. There are people here with degrees, there are people here, they are engineers, they are doctors, and they are counselors. So we all get something to do in Liberia. So it is good we bring the issue out, but in the sense too, when we talk, in conclusion, when we talk, there is a fault line, There's a line. You don't even know who monitoring it. You not know who on the line. So when you're talking, you got to, limit your talking and know how you're talking. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you, caller. On that note, we're going to take just one more call here, and then we'll have to set up a time. Maybe Liberia in the diaspora can discuss this in a larger pool of people. We have a lot of people on the line, but we can do it by bringing up others that maybe one or two people that do not support it and those who support it, and then we can kind of have a huge debate. So let's go to this caller. Caller, we're going to give you 1 minute here. Please just give us your... We know you have said something about your position. You have given your position, but we're going to give you the opportunity to take us through for the night. That is 1 minute, and that will be it. Caller 4951. Caller?
Yes.
Yes. We're going to give you 1 minute, and then we have to go.
Yeah, Mr. Moderator, thank you for having me back. Like the brother next thing, if somebody talking about it, dual citizenship, they should watch their way to talk. people will not be deterred to say how they feel. Like we said, nobody trying to oppose dual citizenship. One question I have for those who have dual citizenship: if you're going back as Liberians, where will you leave your family, and how will you support your family? That's one question. If you can only address that question, then that's it. Like the brother was saying, people opposing dual citizenship out of envy. Nobody's envying any Liberians. We appreciate Liberians going back home. Let me give you one example. Having government is the only government that has a lot of important ministers. What do I mean? They got a lot of people from overseas. And now, with all the PhD, the doctor degrees they have, they went back home, the government is being labeled number one corruption. So why would you open corridor for people to leave from here and go speak and bring it here? We know like not everybody has that intention. But the idea is, how will you sponsor your family? If you want to go back home as dual citizen, are you willing to take everybody with you? That's my question. So if they can answer it, then we know where to start from. But for now, we're not opposing dual citizenship, but Liberia is not prepared to endorse dual citizenship. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we have to call it a quick tonight, and we'll set up a time that we will discuss this at it'll be a special program that we will discuss dual citizenship. So please remember, and when the time is right, we should send a text out to you guys. On that note, we will say thank you all for calling into Liberia Destiny Debaters, and wish you all good night, and hope to come on next week, Saturday. Thank you all. Goodbye.